Yeah, folks, Quillyton here, and welcome to our Monday live stream. We're back in Slay the Spire 2 because I am still loving the game. I don't know why it's not being captured. Let me go and fixify that. There it is. Now it should be coming up. There's a little cray. Not too bad. I had to do... Ooh. And the game... Oh, it must have gotten dragged and moved around during the live stream on Saturday. I think it might be a hat day. The problem is, I went out to do some shoveling earlier, and I had to put on my toque, and my hair has gone cray ever since. Let me tell you how much snow we got this weekend. Over 40 centimeters of snow yesterday alone. Possibly, depending on areas in Northern Ontario, they hit up to 80 centimeters. We got tons of snow, then we got freezing rain. I posted some pictures. If you're on the Discord, you've already seen this. When I opened my front door this morning, the snowbank, the snowdrift that had piled up against the door literally came to around here on my chest. I had to carve a path from my front door to my driveway so we could get in and out of the house, so that the post person, the mail delivery person, could come and reach my mailbox. And then I had to shovel everything on the back door as well, so that Bella could actually go out to pee, because it was just right as soon as you open this door, this massive snowbank, and it had turned icy, so you couldn't even step into it and things. It was just, it's unbelievable what has happened. And apparently today we're gonna get massive amounts of rain, which is exactly what you want when the ground is frozen solid and covered with a layer of ice, because then the rain has absolutely nowhere to go. So that's how people's basements get flooded. So, if midway through the stream I start to freak out and have to go all of a sudden, it might be because my toes are getting wet. Crazy. Insane. Good news, Quill did his cardio today. I did. I got my full workout. Honestly, I feel like there's nothing worse than shoveling. I think there's a reason so many stories are always oh, and then he was shoveling his walk and had a heart attack and died. There is something so intense about that activity. It also doesn't help that it involves kind of a lot of kind of pulling motion. Anything that involves kind of a pulling motion is usually where you throw out your back and do anything like that. It's a really cardio intensive exercise, but also the sort of thing you wouldn't do in a gym, because that exact motion is just a recipe for injuries. On the other hand, if you work out your core and your back and stuff, then you're much less likely to hurt yourself. I'm gonna get it's called water cooling your PC. Excellent. Wonderful. That's why most Western farming humans tend to die young. That and lack of antibiotics. You get a scratch and you just die. Invest in a flamethrower. Oh, wait, one thing I do is I do have a service that comes and plows the driveway. Which is really important, especially now with working from home. Because, it was bad when I had the day job, because you'd get up in the morning, you'd find out it snowed overnight, so you had to spend half an hour shoveling your driveway out. When you're already groggy and you're already late for work and everything. That was terrible. But what happens with me now, because I work from home, sometimes I'll go 2-3 days without leaving the house. Just went to got groceries. It's fine. There's nothing much for me to do, especially at winter. It's I don't really want to go for walks. And then I do have to go out, and then I realize it's been snowing for the last 3 days and I've never gone and checked the driveway, and it's horrible. So I did eventually just go and get a snowplow service, so they clear that, but I still have to do the little walk from the front door and little things like that. But yeah, otherwise it would be, I couldn't imagine trying to dig myself out today. I'd literally be at it all day. I'd have to do it half hour at a time and then take a rest in between. I did say doo-doo. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get started with some Slay the Spire here. Do people have a preference as to who we might play? Right? So I've been doing some nice Necrobinder runs. I'm at Ascension 9 with them, having a great time. This is the character I'm the furthest in. So we could go and focus on this and keep pushing the Ascension level. That would be fine. I think everyone's at Ascension level 4, except for the Ironclad. I do have it at 5. So I still really like the Necrobinder. They are so much fun. We could just play as random. And what's interesting about random is it looks like you can play random on your highest Ascension level. I thought it might have been limited to your lowest. And I'm wondering if it sets it there. If it random, say, the Silent, and then we beat Ascension 9, would we then have legit beat Ascension level 9 with the Silent and then be able to do the Silent on 10? I wonder. I guess there's only one way to find out. We could random it and see what happens. Do a sword run? Yeah, I do. Like, I don't think forcing sword early is the way. And I think we were experimenting with things. I think, like, getting some sword stuff later is okay. I think that might be it. Let's do a random and then see how that interacts with the system. And I am way too hot. Way too hot. Oh, you think it might show the max I have, but then actually round down what it is actually going to be once it picks. Well, yeah, let's find out together. Oh, yeah, I'm going to turn off the heat here. We randomed. It looks like Ironclad. I'm going to take off my sweater here. Or my jumper if you're from the Ook. Now my hair is probably even more cray-cray. Maybe I should get a hat on. I don't know where my flat caps are. But I've got my little beanie that I made myself. That I crotcheted a couple of years ago. Oh yeah, we are in Ascension 5. Okay. Well, that tells us what's what. So I'll go and update the title. We're going to do an Ascension 5 run as the Ironclad. A5 Ironclad is what we're going to do. Now we know. I wonder, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tuesday is when I get together with my buddies to do multiplayer and stuff like that. I expect we're probably going to do more multiplayer. Slay the Spire. And actually, what I keep meaning to do is trying to organize some multiplayer Slay the Spire and multiplayer Mechabellum, which I also love, with the channel in Discord. But we'll see what we can do. I wonder if the bug's still in. We're not going to do this. We're going to test real quick, and then what I'll do is I'll restart our Ironclad run exactly the same as this. But if we upgrade a card here, right? You take this, you can pick a card to upgrade it, which is great. So we could upgrade the strike. Lovely. If we hit up on the keyboard and we hit down a couple of times, oh yeah, yep, we can go and hang on a sec. There we go. If we do this, we'll start with our entire deck upgraded. A little bit of a bug. This was posted on Reddit like half a week ago. I'm surprised they haven't hot fixed it yet. They do have a beta out. Maybe it's fixed on that. But yeah, we could start with a fully upgraded deck. Might make the game a little too easy. This also works with the starting thing from Meow, that lets you remove a card from your deck. You could literally start with an empty deck, which may be less effective than a fully upgraded deck. Then the other thing you can do is there's also the one that transforms a card. You could start with your entire deck transformed if you wanted to. So a little bit of a glitch with basically, if you just use the keyboard commands, like because it's got controller support, right? And the keyboard works with the controller. Apparently for that screen. And I think, I don't know if it works at the campfire. It might work at the campfire too. I'm not sure. It doesn't work with removing a card at the merchant because it processes instantly. But the others, it sort of stays up. And yeah, you're able to like start using the controller commands to force it. So obviously, we're not going to do that. But it's pretty funny. Ah, it's going to ruin my record. An empty deck, that's the ultimate quill matter. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I did see what happens. Like, okay, if I'm the defect and I start by removing like every single strike from my deck and just leave in zap, dual cast, and like 3 defends, how does that work? The answer is apparently not that well, actually, but it was funny. So yeah, I'm just going to pick the Ironclad because that's what we're going to do. So we start with the Ascender's Bane, and what do we get this time? Random card reward and a potion. Add a colorless card. Okay, we could add 2 random relics. We'd add additional strike and defend to our deck. Obviously, I like my decks to be like very slim and like try to burn as much of the content out. Relics are good. Relics, okay, so a lot has been coming out. People have been playing. A lot have been coming out of the meta of Slay the Spire. And relics in general do not feel as strong as STS1. Cards feel a little stronger, and question marks feel a little stronger as well. Especially some of the Act 3 stuff where you can add like repeating and various things to your cards, like with the enchant system. Enchants are really strong. And so, whereas with STS1, it was a lot of like, how many elites can we hit? It looks like with STS2, and I've been having great success with this, it's actually, I'm actually going to avoid more elites than I would have thought. Obviously, we still prioritize campfires. And actually, like right away, I'm like, wow, that's a pretty good little section over there. And then, yeah, maybe lots of question marks. The downside with starting with a bunch of question marks is we would have fewer card picks, right? doing some hallway fights. We've got that. Of course, we might get a hallway fight in a question mark. But that's a possibility. And then, because we could go there, but the campfire is good for the upgrade. And then here with the upgrade, and we fight that elite. That's probably fine. This seems like a decent route. We know this boss can have his little minions. So if we could pick up like a whirlwind or something like that, that would be really helpful. It's always helpful, but it might be higher priority. So it's possible that I actually do want to do these minion fights to get extra cards. But I also innately love question marks. So I think I'm going to do that. So we're not going to fight that many elites. Only the one here, which in STS1 seems bonkers, but might be better off over here. I don't know about adding a strike, and the relics are a little... I think we're going to go with colors, because some of them are crazy. So let's go lead paperweight. We could go think ahead, draw 2 cards, put 1 card from your hand on top of your draw pile. Fine. Power, gain additional 5 block from the defend cards. Okay, Fasten's actually pretty strong. We might be able to move ourselves to some sort of defend deck and look to not purge defends. This does make defends insanely strong. Let's try to do this. Can you go a quick rundown of 5 Ascensions? So we can see here, okay, so at Ascension 5, we're dealing with this thing. So from Ascension 1, you get Swarming Elites. There are more Elites on the board. 2 is Wary Traveler. Beating a boss only restores 80% of your hit points. And in fact, we actually only start with 80% of your hit points, which it doesn't actually state there. Poverty, you get 25% less gold. Tight Belt is 1 fewer potion slot. You normally start with 3, but now we only start with 2. And the final one, Ascender's Bane, is a card, Ascender's Bane. It's eternal. We can never remove it from our deck. It is ethereal, so when you draw it, it does exhaust itself automatically after that, but it'll be back next battle no matter what you do. So we're always going to have one hand that's going to effectively have 1 fewer card in it because it's going to have Ascender's Bane kind of blocking the way. And that's going to be in there forevers. All right, let's get going. And so this is going to be really great because, oh no, I don't have the power yet. That's right. I got the card. It's not a relic that's doing it. Always an interesting question with these guys. Do you just go bash strike or do we go defend? Strike does more damage than bash. On the other hand, if we've got the vulnerable, then it is going to help the strike next time, although we might not get that many strikes. So I think I'd probably go defend strike, or bash strike. And where do you go? These guys do buff themselves. I think it probably makes sense to do a little bit of defend here on this guy. Obviously, it's not going to block everything. And then this one, we really need very little defend. And of course, we get it in this combination. It would have been great to get the power to play this turn. It would have been great to get more strikes. Why does your deck always come in such a terrible order? Is Bastion still available at Ironclad? What is Bastion? I don't remember what Bastion is. I should probably just triple strike him here rather than Fasten. And hope we can just finish him next turn. Because in theory, if we get Bash Strike, that'll hit for 9. So that'll be an extra 17. Yeah, we'll get him below 17 over here. So I think... Oh, Barricade! You mean Barricade, the one that retains block. Yes, that still exists in here. Absolutely. There's also a relic that lets you save up to 10 block innately, which is also nice. But yeah, the Barricade power that makes it so block doesn't go away is still here, and we might want to do that. And so if we're going to go for a block deck, like a lot of times I might just skip these. It's kind of interesting. Pillage is actually stronger the more non-attack cards you have, or sorry, the fewer non-attack cards you have. Because if you have like, let's say you have no non-attack cards, you play Pillage, it'll draw your entire deck. I don't think Pillage is going to be very useful in our deck the same way. It's just going to be a 6 strength attack that draws a card, but we could also use, like, there's another card that does, it does always draw a card. Potentially more than one. Maybe we still want that. I'm just tempted by armaments, which I literally haven't picked a single time in STS2. But if we are going to lean towards block, it might be worthwhile. Especially if we're not going to remove as many things. This could be a skip. This could be a pillage. This could be an armament. I don't think it's Iron Wave because we're not going to need the block from this because our defense are going to be stronger. So, skip, pillage, armament, I think are all valid ways. And I know that regardless of which way I go, at some point I'll be a little upset that I didn't do blah. I do tend to keep my deck small, so a lot of times I don't go armaments, but if I'm not purging defense this time, my deck is going to be a little bit bigger. I might weight armaments a bit more, but again, I need the block less. Pillage is stronger if I was purging the defense. This is all I'm thinking of. So I kind of am thinking of doing a skip here. I'm not sure if that's correct. I guess I'll take the pillage because it's still always a card draw. Adding more common cards to my deck's not that exciting. I think I'll take the damage now and then take the chosen cheese. We got this event really early, so this is going to lead to a lot of extra max HP. After 14 fights, we'll have broken even on the thing, but really we're also going to heal a little bit more from various things. We're going to do this. Upgrading armaments permanent? No, it's only for that fight. Otherwise, it'd be a much higher priority. Now, if you upgrade armaments, it upgrades all cards in your hand. It becomes really nice. But over time, that becomes less powerful. Okay, Inflame is always nice because gaining strength is always good. Although, if we're going to do big block and a big body slam, then Inflame is less useful. Flame Barrier is usually what I'm looking for as a super high priority on the Ironclad, regardless if I'm going block or not. Because what I want to do normally, if normally I'm not going block based, I want to purge a lot of the defense because they're weak, and then just have a couple of flame barriers and be covered. I don't know that we need these because my blocks are going to do 10 when I have my enchantment out, so it's already going to be nearly as good and a lot cheaper. Inflame is good, but we could also just remove a card. I guess Inflame is just always good. If we end up going like full, like all block all the time, we could end up purging all the strikes and maybe even purging the Inflame later, but I think I'll go for the Inflame. It is going to be useful for like the early, but I don't know, man. Okay, Wellspring. So we can procure a random potion, or we can remove one card for a deck. It adds Guild Tier to our deck, which will say I will take that rather than a random potion. And I think what I'll do is I'll remove a regular strike. Setup Strike does the same as Inflame and damage. Setup Strike is just for the turn, though. It's not a permanent strength boost. Right? I think I'll do this, remove a strike. Alright, so our question mark here turned into a regular hallway fight. Well, I guess we'll do Fasten, Inflame, and then punch you. And he's going to shrink me. But that's fine. Here, one defend blocks everything. We got both our curses over here, but that's okay. We've got a perfectly fine turn. The shrink is being offset by the strength to a certain amount. I don't have lethal currently. So I'll probably like defend. Bash will deal less damage now than to these attacks, but these with the shrink, okay, they're hitting for 5. So I don't know if the vulnerable will cause them to hit for 8 or not, but theoretically next turn I should hopefully be able to hit for 16. I don't have to kill this turn, but if I just defend, say, Bash, he's got 15. As long as I draw 2 strikes, I didn't draw 2 strikes, but it's fine. We're still not taking damage, so it's okay, and we'll kill him this turn as long as we draw 2 strikes. There we go. Bash him as well. I really like Shrug It Off normally a lot, but again, because our defends are worth more, I might just not bother. Now, Second Wind is kind of cool, but am I leading myself to do a bunch of terrible decisions because I've got the Fasten? Well, I'm certainly playing differently than I would because of the Fasten. This is also really good for dealing with bullshit bosses that fill your deck with garbage. Sword Boomerang does scale incredibly well with strength, and we've got an Inflame already. You know what? Let's go with plan. We're going to remove every strike from our deck, so we'll do this as clearly better than a strike. And we're going to Smith here. Health is good. I probably will upgrade the Inflame. Although upgrading the Fasten's pretty good, but I think we're mostly want to punch harder. If we didn't get the Sword Boomerang, I may have gone differently. This shop here, we're really not going to have... I'm not going to buy a taunt. Yeah, so we're not going to do anything there. Let's come here. Let's upgrade some more. Yeah, let's upgrade the Fasten. Get ourselves a Relic. The Ornamental Fan. Play 5 attacks. See, again, if like, just play all attacks all the time is often really good. We'll Inflame here. I will Pillage to kill this guy, although, yeah. And then we were going to be able to hit someone else as well with whatever. Here, we'll Sword Boomerang. Boom, boom, boom. I guess that's fine. I guess we can kill the Twig Slime next time. I was like, if we land here, it'll kill him, but we're going to get an extra slime in our deck. Is fine. And this is almost as it's as good as playing a defend. It's better than playing a defend. We'll only take 2 damage, which seems okay, so I will strike. I don't have the lethal either way. I guess I'll do this to make sure you're in lethal range, even if we only draw 1 attack next turn, which could be. We don't know how the deck is going to shuffle itself, especially with the slimes. Up, 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 and let's slime 1 and draw an attack. Perfect. Okay, Good, clean. I'm never that keen on Thunderclap. If an upgrade, if it changes to apply 2 vulnerable, then I would take it. I just don't feel like it's enough damage. Again, we're being given the opportunity to pick up an Armaments and a Taunt. I think I'm going to skip. But it works well with the Boomerang. What? Thunderclap? I mean, it does ensure that everything is vulnerable. Sure, but I just feel like it's... For the one card draw and a mana to do a piddling amount of damage and vulnerable that's not going to stick around for the next turn, so it's not even good as a setup. I don't know. And here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying that's why I do it that way. An extra attack on Sword Boomerang scales really nicely with Strength. I do love upgrading Bash because adding the extra vulnerable really makes it sticky. A lot stickier. But the Sword Boomerang might have slightly more value since we already have the plus 3 Strength card. Okay, we don't have another shop. We do have an Elite to fight. So I don't think I'm going to take the damage. I'm just going to take the smaller amount of gold. We got the Flame Pot. Hopefully we can just save it for the Elite or the boss. We're just going to go Bash Strike over here. Yeah, we don't have a ton of block cards, but you got to remember we do have the upgrade, like the power that makes our defense be worth a lot more. So, we don't have it right now, but we don't need to play as many defense. So here, I can fast and defend for 12, just like that, and then pillage and then not have the mana for whatever's left. But that's okay. Should we get Anger in this deck? With the strength scaling? Maybe, I don't know. Sword Boomerang just kills you, right? Yep, that seems like lethal damage. Cool. Yeah. Now, the one thing with fighting elites is I think normal enemies have something like a 3% chance of getting a rare card, and elites have like a 10% chance. So with the elites, even though the relics, because a lot of the relics don't really help you with your build necessarily, and they are generally kind of a little bit on the weaker side. So it's a little less insightful or enticing to go to the elites in STS2 versus 1. But we've got our fasten set up, so our blocks are going to do huge damage. We're going to go ahead and do with that. We don't have an AoE. Again, I could have picked up the Thunderclap, but that barely counts as an AoE. I really would love a Whirlwind for both this guy and for the boss fight. We'll Inflame. We'll defend for 12. And then we'll Sword Boomerang for a whole bunch. Nice. And he's not vulnerable. Okay, we can probably just set up a bit of a kill here. I'm trying to figure out the order to play thing. Well, I mean, we can kill this guy. Obviously, he's going to explode. But we've got the Offering. Do I want to play the Pillage first? I don't think it matters. Oh, it's not attack card, so actually we'll stop in the Ascender's Bane. It's not skill card. So I want Offering first, because right now if I played Pillage, all it would do is draw Ascender's Bane. Offering will still draw Ascender's Bane, but Pillage might give us a few more options. Maybe I'm wrong about this logic, but I'm going to do with it. I could also just kill this guy with a Fire Potion. Because he's perfectly 20, although some of the things he poops out, I don't remember how many hit points they have. But yeah, we might just do it that way. And we are going to draw some infections, but... Okay, I'm actually going to kill him with this. Yeah, so we could have done that, but it's kind of 6 of 1, half a dozen. I can hit for 18 right off. I don't know if there's an optimization here for who to hit in what order. But let's just... and then I can leave one of these guys at 1, but it really doesn't make a difference. Yeah, at this point it makes no difference what I whack. I don't think. And then he'll do damage, but I've got the block. So, I mean, the rest doesn't matter. Okay. And... Bash first. No matter what, I'm going to be taking damage here. Right, I can bash him, get him down to 10, and make him vulnerable. But the sword boomerang's still just going to hit for 9, so it'll still hit him twice. Oh, okay, if I bash him, it gets him to 9 and vulnerable, which means a single boomerang strike kills you, and a single one kills you. But at most, we can land on this guy twice. He'll be at 12. He's still going to hit me for 6. Or I defend. I guess I just defend. Guarantee I take nothing. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We'll guarantee we take nothing. And then we'll sword boomerang. That's pretty stupid. And then I'll just do this so that you don't put another garbage card in my hand. Okay. Yeah, boomerang after the kill so you don't hit the 1 point, but the thing is the strikes deal more damage anyway, so it doesn't matter what was killing the 1 HP guy. There we go. Dead, dead, dead. Toxic Egg? When you get a skill, upgrade it. That's nice. Of course, then we don't get any skills at all. I did play a run with Cinder and a bunch of shenanigans with the trash or thrash skill, which eats other things, and it was like, I'm just going to fill my deck with expensive attacks that'll just get absorbed by thrash. And in particular, I can't remember what it's called, but there's one card, it costs 3, it's a big hitting AoE, and if it's in your exhaust pile, it autoplays. Although then it goes to the discard pile, so you have to keep exhausting it over and over. But it did lead to a really fun sort of setup. And Anger is fun. It does fill your deck over time, but is it a problem? I think this is probably a skip. I really want to do a stack a vulnerable build at some point, but I'm not sure that this is the one. I think I'm probably just going to skip this one. Anger scales really nicely with strength, though, obviously, but And it is nice to get free attacks, especially since you don't get anywhere near as much energy in STS2. I think it's still just going to be a skip. I would really, really love to see if we could flip to a block deck. I think we've got enough health for the boss, especially if we are upgrading something. The bash or the offering? Probably the offering. I mean, the offering, the amount of energy doesn't change. It's just draw more cards, which you probably just leads to more cards you won't be able to play because you're not getting infinite energy. I do actually wonder if I should just make the bash more efficient. I don't know, we'll do the offering. It'll help us go and fetch our powers, and it'll always be useful. We got a block potion. Need Unceasing Top to use Anger. That would be nice. Actually, I'm going to start with the offering. And get none of my powers. Okay. We'll take 3 damage is probably fine. And I think I'm going to start on one of these minions. Womp womp. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fasten works with Defend Plus. I think it's still a Defend card. Okay, well, Inflame. We know we want a Sword Boomerang because we get so much value out of it here. Although, then I can't pillage for a block. Oh, it's just Fasten. So you know what? Never mind. Playing Fasten this turn doesn't really help us. So I don't want to pillage because it's going to draw this, and I won't be able to play it. So I'm just going to strike. Let's drink the block potion. We're still going to take a little damage, but that's fine. Also, the block potion isn't affected by Frail, I think. Yeah, because it's only block cards. Okay. We're going to Fasten. We're going to Sword Boomerang. You'd have to hit this guy twice. But this doesn't change it. Okay, we'll Sword Boomerang anyway. And yeah, I don't have lethal on you, which is annoying. So I'm just going to go and defend. Although we're still going to take a bunch of damage. I don't really like what we're ending up with here. How do I feel? Pillage is fine. And yeah, we may as well take you out even though you're not attacking this turn. And then we'll take nothing from you. And you will resummon some dude. I still think because we lack the AoEs, we may have to go and kill these little guys first, which I don't love. He's going to start buffing. You know what? Although you might be buffing the minions. No, you did buff yourself. I think I'll do a single defend. And accept that I'm going to eat 6. Bash you and hope we can do a bunch of damage to you next turn. I don't know. Maybe I should have gone for the little guy. Especially, but the Sword Boomerang is going to be hitting the little guys a bunch, which is more than a little annoying. Defend? I'm worried that I already played this one wrong. And actually, I really don't like what we've necessarily ended up with in the deck. But... I just keep bashing you for the vulnerable. No. There you go. We kind of want to draw that sword boomerang as often as possible, I think, because it's so much damage. But okay, 1 defense, so we take 0 damage. Hit you a couple of times. I think I should have killed all the little dudes in this fight. Yep. But like I said right from the start, right? When I looked at the map, I'm like, I really want to get a whirlwind. Maybe I should have done more normal fights. I don't know. Take no damage. Just keep stacking the back. You know, we get more damage here, but we might get more next turn. Especially if we draw the sword boomerang and it lands. Or we pillage and hope we draw the sword boomerang, which we didn't. Although then it takes another defend and encourages us to get it. I don't know, man. And now they're both attacking, which is awkward. And, well, we're going to have enough block to not die. Barely. We'll be at 1 HP. Yeah, we're going to die here. I think I should have purged this guy. Let's try to keep that in mind next time we're hit this fight with single target damage. I couldn't remember, like, the timing, the pace. Yeah, we're just going to die this turn. That's fine. Okay. We'll just go again. We got to remember, like, the pace that they grow. We do have to purge them, but... And I don't think taking a Thunderclap would have helped there, because it's just so puny damage. Let's do the Ironclad again. A5 Ironclad, baby. Start of elite combat. So if we do this, then I would be incentivized to do more elite fights. Or we could remove 2 cards from deck, take 13 damage. I do like doing that. We can't remove the Ascender's Bane. But I could just remove 1 strike and defend. And just get us, like, just thinner and ready to go going forward. Yeah, let's do this. And then I really do want to upgrade that bash. Okay, we got a couple of routes that lead to a shop. And that's not a shop, sorry. I don't know why I saw that was a shop. It does lead to a question mark. A late shop is good. There's double shop here, which I don't think the double shop makes much sense. Probably that. Into here, into upgrade, into I love question marks. Okay. Oh, finally Quill is dying STS. Based on his first streams, I thought he's a normal god. We did die a few times to the... Well, a couple times when we were goofing around with the defect, but they were sort of like, we've got 30 minutes to go, let's try to speed run this, rather than a serious attempt. And we did a very hard time with the Regent run I did. We needed a lot of help from the Peanut Gallery on that one. Do we just plan on killing his Toadpole next turn? We were going to draw at least 3 strikes, which means at least 18 damage. And we've got the defend. He's going to get spiky, but he can carry over some vulnerable over here. Yeah, as long as I hit him 1 more time here, then I only need to hit him once next turn. On the other hand, Toadpole here isn't going to attack. Next turn, I can go defend, strike, take nothing from the spikes. Yeah, that's better. Then what I'll do is I'll just defend here to only take 2 from this guy. Yeah, he got spiky. But yeah, I'll just go defend, now strike, take nothing from the spikes. Now, he's going to be thorny, but with just 1 person, we can... Well, okay, this is actually an incredibly awkward hand. This would have been a perfect hand to draw 2 defense. So, of course, this turn he doesn't give me that. Next turn, we'll get an overabundance, although that's still fine. Okay, and you're not spiky? That's good. I thought you were still going to be spiky. Attack quotient is nice. Okay, Bully's interesting. Unrelenting Cinder. Let's take Bully. A free attack that does 4 damage is actually fine right now. We could try to go for a vulnerable stacking deck. So, I mean, we're doing some experimental things here, right? Here it doesn't matter. I'll probably hit the guy who's lowest because what we want to do is just get one of these to die and then get stunned. I'll probably bash and then defend. And then next turn, hopefully triple attack this guy and kill him. Vulnerable, that'll only do 6. So no, okay, and this will do 9. He's not vulnerable, but that's still okay. Bully plus terror. Yeah, no more terrors anymore. There you go, triple tap. He did get stronger from eating his friend, but that's fine. All right, good. Do we just blind grab a Rupture? I don't know. I think what we do is we pick up a Shrug It Off, which is a much better defend. Like, these are both great, but are just like a fraction of a build. And I often don't like grabbing a fraction of a build. Oh, Bully might have done 9, right? Because the plus 50%, I forgot about that part. I think taking one Shrug It Off, it can help enable other builds later. I like this guy. He actually looks kind of squishy and cute. All right, we'll double defend. And then strike him one time, take a single damage. And we'll bash, Bully for 12, and then Shrug It Off to take no damage. And cycle the deck a little faster so we can get back to that Bully a little faster. Whack, whack, whack. Okay. I like Impervious. It's a great emergency button, and it works if you do block decks, and it also works if you go with a heavy attack deck with very few blocks and you just keep it around for emergencies. Stomp, though, this does give us an AoE. Oh, who's the boss this one? Right, the fish guy, which is mostly just a race, and we have to play his little, the bullshit cards he puts in our hand from time to time. Let's go Stomp. We've already got a 0 cast card. So there's a lot of times we'll be able to cast this for 0 or very cheap. Yeah, let's Stomp it out. Inflame's good with cheap stuff. Body Slam, remove card. I can't do both. Part of me is like, I kind of just want to keep spamming Bash Bully. Bash Bully Stomp. Turn after turn. I'm already thinking of going into like super just purge my deck mode. But Inflame is really good, especially with cheap cards and AoEs and things. And I guess the card removal service, again, keeps getting more expensive. So if I delay it now, it might mean we end up with the same amount of removals over the course of the game. All right, we got some cacaws. Annoyingly, we only have 2 attacks. I'll do this. Maybe I'll draw the Bully. I didn't. I'm going to hit this guy first because he actually does hit harder faster. He starts with a bigger base attack. This guy grows more aggressively. Inflame. Bash. Bully. I should have drank the attack potion first because I do want it here. Hit Headbutt and put the Bully back on top. Or the Bash, I suppose. But why don't I just... Well, I don't really need the block from Iron Wave. It's going to be free, right? But I don't need the damage from the uppercut to kill this guy. I am thinking the Headbutt. So that I can put the Bash back on top. Oh! I misclicked. Oh well. He's not that strong right now, so I'm going to go and do as much damage as possible. Except the 6 here so that I can fight him while he's otherwise a little bit weaker. 10, and the strike is going to be for 14? Yeah. The strike is going to be for 12. 12, not 14. You're adding +4, but that doesn't make it 14, despite the fact that you've primed your brain with the number 4 in your head. Man, really effed up this fight twice, taking the wrong thing. That's going to be a really powerful potion, though. I like the Power to Domain. I'm not going to go Perfected Strike. And I don't like Setup Strike because it's only strength this turn, although it does combo with the cheap stuff. Body Slam or Skip? Body Slam does count as an attack, and upgraded becomes free, which makes it easier to cast your Stomp. I don't know. I really like the block decks. I think I'm just going to skip this one, though. All right, let's empower the Inflame. This guy's an asshat. This guy feels really difficult a lot of times when I encounter him. I don't remember what he puts in my deck, but I know I'm really annoyed by it. Bet I can't also stomp. Oh, the wounds. I was hoping to draw the bully. If I draw 3 strikes next turn, I can kill him. But there's no guarantee of that. Well, and the stomp's there. Okay, yeah, we'll go with the defend route then. And then I still weaken him there. Okay. We'll take 10. And we should draw lethal. Yeah, okay. All right. I think we have to get some bloodletting. And then combo with a little bit of something. Oh, I do like Drums of Battle. That's interesting. If we don't have an exhaust synergy right now. I think it'd be too dangerous. But yeah, we can pick this up. It'd be great if we had that and Whirlwind. But yeah, we need a little bit of energy gen, which, especially because there are so few ways to gain energy in STS2. I think I'm going to heal this one in case we get a card here or a dangerous fight or something. I'll heal here and probably smith on the next one. Unless we get an event that could have healed me, but... Potion Belt. Okay. Let's get the Sword of Stone. Let's see what it gives us at the end. Now we got to fight 5 elites, though. That's... okay. When we already picked a route that doesn't have as many. Do we immediately upgrade Bloodletting? Still like Stomp. I still like the Bash for the 3 vulnerable, especially it does make Bully like hit a little harder. But right now, it's mostly about just making this last longer. I think if we're gonna Bloodlet, we really need the extra energy. Well, without card draw, honestly, I'm not sure we'll always use the extra energy. I might just upgrade the Bash. Let's upgrade the Bash. Yeah, Shift Gauze says a Bash, and I think that's probably the right way to go. I don't want to use the potion. Unfortunately, I can't Inflame and cast Stomp in any way. I might just go... Well, I know... Okay, Toadpole... No, he's not going to be spiky next turn. Obviously, him growing stronger is dangerous, but also being able to eliminate something cheap is nice. Stomp will come back eventually. I'm wondering if I should hit this guy first. And just go for the kill on him. Because he's probably not attacking next turn. He's probably going to do the self-buff next turn. Yeah. Shrug it off. If we get more Shrug it offs, that'd be nice. But I don't need to Bloodletting this turn. We didn't quite kill him, unfortunately. We'll take one. We'll just boop him one time. Next turn, he'll die. And then I'll just defend twice. Next turn, he won't be spiky. Because at least he'll strike, strike, stomp. It would have killed the one. It wouldn't kill both, though, right? I guess I could have done that, though. But then I wouldn't have been able to put down the strength thing going forward. I was feeling pretty safe about this fight, but that is a good point. So here, obviously, we're going to be able to cast, like, everything. Like, here. We could have cast it for 0, but either way he's going to be dead, and I wanted to cast that. Okay, Anger obviously works really nicely with Stomp. It also works with Inflame. I don't know what the Bully thing... The Body Slam... I love Body Slam. Do we Second Wind? Maybe we get a Second Wind. We could use that to purge the bullshit this boss gives us. There's a lot of draws that's going to be annoying on, but later and later it's going to become more powerful. All right, a Punch Bot over here. Do that, and then we hit that. We can't stomp this turn, but... Oh, I forgot he had the artifacts. We don't get to vulnerable him anyway. Oh, we got to take the 14 here. Not much we could do either way. Probably Shrug it off. I was hoping to draw a 0-cost card. And then we could take nothing, but I think it's acceptable to take 2 and just hit him. Second Wind as well to purge the extra defend, but there you go. Do this, do this, do that. Done, done, done. Skill potion. Okay. We've got health loss from bloodletting. We can get Inferno, which is another guaranteed health loss. But for kind of a decent effect, it's better early. Later on, that damage is not going to do much. But we could set ourselves up for an HP loss deck. I don't think I need another second wind. Aggression is interesting, though. Start your turn, put a random attack from discard pile into your hand and upgrade it. It means we kind of ignore upgrading attacks. Makes it an 8. Inferno or Aggression? I mean, we don't have the other thing that's like, lose an HP on your turn, draw a card, right? Second wind is better here? We already have a second wind. I'm not going to get 2 second winds. I mean, they can exhaust one another, so they are self-purging in a way. It feels like 2 second winds is a little crazy. It's at least some AoE. Yeah, I mean, we have some AoE because we've got Stomp this time, which is nice. I've never picked Aggression. I might pick it just cuz. And even though we don't have a spinning top, Anger's starting to look a little bit better with that. I'd say, oh, there we go, Rupture. There we go. We've got the bloodletting already. Let's pick Rupture, and then we can look at another... Oh, Howl from Beyond. No, we can't purge it with our card yet. And that's meaning not remove something, which is annoying. But we could pick this and maybe go for an HP loss build. Let's try that. It's going to make it a little hard for the boss right now. I'm going to skip armaments because we already have some ways to upgrade our attacks. I'm not going to heal here. I don't know that it's worth upgrading Rupture yet because we don't have enough health loss. Aggression starting innately might be okay. More of the elites and bosses and stuff like that in SDS2 give you a turn to set up. Yeah, I think I might make that. Yeah, and then we don't need to upgrade the attacks the same way because this is going to do it. You know what? Let's do this. Did you get any new characters, Night CEO? Oh, I've got everything unlocked. So, yeah, I've got all the new characters unlocked as well. We are playing a classic here, obviously, but so we're gonna do a Powdered Demise. I'm also gonna go and do our skill potion and see what we get. Stack some vulnerables, which is nice with Bully. Haunt is another way to get vulnerable and some block. There's another second wind, which honestly, with this fight, a second wind, which is fun to say, does have more value because we do want to purge this bullshit that he's going to put on us. Maybe I just get the second wind for this fight. And in fact, I could even get rid of these two defends on this turn. Like, set up the aggression, set up the rupture, get rid of these defends. Yeah. There's the beckons. We got the upgraded strike. Inflame. I don't know if I want a second wind to weigh the Shrug It Off. The Ascender's Bane is gone regardless, so I don't have to second wind it. I might want to just play Shrug It Off. For more block. It drew this. Oh, but that's okay. Now I'll second wind the beckon away. Solid. All right. Bash, bully, strike, stomp for free. Take 7? Sure. Strike comes back. We would gain a strength playing this. And actually, we can use the energy for it. Because then we do this, we do that, we do this, we do this, we do this. We take nothing. He's intangible, but honestly, I think I can just... I don't have enough to hit him 4 times. Damn it. I needed another attack. I guess I would have needed a bully. I would have needed to be free as well. So if I just play the second wind, I'll take 1 damage. And then I just hit him with anything. All right. That was pretty easy. Ash Water. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. Okay. I think a second aggression does become insane with something like Anger. Like, if you just keep putting tons of zero-cost cards back in our hand. Like, it's less about the upgrade, because at this point we've got one. Feed is amazeballs. I do really like it. And then there's Thrash. Now, we haven't gotten anything that makes Thrash, like, crazy good so far. But it is nice. You just get one giant-ass attack every turn. The feed, I mean, it's hard to land the kill on it, but it always costs one. It does self-exhaust, so if you play it early, it's a little annoying, but it's still just a one strong attack whenever it goes off. It's perfectly fine. I really like Thrash. You know, what we would start doing is just drafting, like, really expensive, like, high-hitting cards and just feeding the Thrash. Yeah, I do like the feed. Let's give it a try. You know, if it only ends up acting as like a stronger than normal strike, so be it. If you have unspent energy, you gain some... Oh, sacrifice cards! Yep. Doubles blocking from card goes to sleep for 2 turns. That is really cool, the Peel's Legion. But, man, Peel's Wing is so good. I think it would have been good in SCS 1. I feel like it's even maybe better. I don't know. I'm not sure. So, we do actually want to do elites because we've got the Sword of Stone. I like the Shop Elite into Campfire. This is Elite Campfire Elite. Campfire Elite. Ooh. Not Campfire Elite. There's Campfire Chest. I mean, obviously you get a chest here regardless. I guess down here. This guy's going to be the problem. But either way, we fight an Elite on this row. Potentially the left branch here could leave us in a better position to fight this Elite. And then we don't get this Campfire. We get this one. We don't get this one. I don't know. I think I'm going to take the right branch, but it does look sketch. We do want to fight the Elites. We're going to fight 3 on this run. I think 3 is the most we can get on this. And then we'll still have to fight 2 more in Act 3 to get the Stone Sword. Boy, it better be worth it. Okay, I'm going to shrug it off. Set up the aggression, and then just give him a love tap. Got the Ash Water, but I'm not sure. Okay, we'll bully Maguire. Play all the strikes. Stomp for free. He's going to burrow himself. And... that sucks. All right, we're gonna stun him this turn. I don't think the feed's gonna come back for the kill regardless. So I'll just feed, strike, stomp. So the feed's gone, but yeah, we're not gonna redraw it because we're killing him here. Dominate. Slam. Not bully. We've already got some incentive for vulnerable, but we don't have an engine for dominate yet. There's a chance it'll give us a little bit of strength. Whenever a card is exhausted, I don't think feel no pain. I don't think it's right for us here at all. Yeah, I think it might just be a sack. I don't think the dominate... Dominate's close to being a pick. But no. Okay, can we... No. I guess we'll set up the aggression. We're going to take 18 this turn. I'll go to kill this guy, because we can always, like, potentially stun this one. Okay, we got the kill on the Nectar with the Stomp, but he's not attacking this turn anyway. This one is. Now, unfortunately, I can't trigger a stun on him. If I inflame, I can't stomp. There's no way for me to stomp if I do inflame. Do we skip the inflame? And just go strike, strike, stomp? And eat another 15. Because I could go inflame, defend, defend. I'd still be eating 10. Ooh, what a terrible draw. I think I'll go for the damage. I think I'm going to strike, strike, stomp. So 12. So we need 11 more. Oh, I literally have to strike you both times and then stomp? Well, I could just kill you next turn. I could strike you maybe one time. Strike this guy, stomp, and the next turn kill you with some little tap. So no matter what, I'm going to use a whole extra attack on this guy. Man. And yeah, we got the elite. We need some health for him. I guess we'll go with the setup a little bit more. And at least we're stronger now. And we'll draw an extra card and, you know, stuff. Okay. Yeah, we don't have to kill him. Okay, I'm going to shrug it off first and see what it draws. Rupture, bloodletting. Yeah, I should have gone. The thing is, the more conservative play might have been to not let this guy hit us this turn. Well, we'll feed on you. Then we'll shrug it off. Defend fully. Still not getting a stun, but at least we're only taking 2 damage. We might just be losing to elite. We're going to kill him next turn no matter what we draw. Maybe I could have blocked twice. I mean, we do have the Rupture. We're just going to kill ourselves with these things. Yeah, feed's kind of like a heal, but what we need is a heal from this event. Well, we're going to lose Ashwater, which I don't care for. Gain 10 HP, max HP, which is a bit of a heal. But yeah, like I said, that elite. This guy's almost like a semi-elite. He's really bad by himself. I really should just... whenever I'm streaming, I always try and do fancy shit. We have 3 blocks, and the Shrug It Off, and the Second Wind. The problem is Second Wind by itself isn't a block. I think I shouldn't have gone Second Wind in the first place for the boss fight. I gotta stop assuming, I think, that, like, the feedback from chat is necessarily the end-all and be-all. We're just gonna die here. This run's not gonna work out. Okay. I'm gonna do a run as the Necrobinder. I'm gonna do my comfort character. We're going to switch off. We're doing an Ascension 9 run over here. And I might just do degenerate comfort builds. Because it's cozy. Get a random rare card. Not that one! It's one of the cards people universally... Yes, there's some... It can enable infinite combos and shit. But what a dead starter card. What an absolutely dead starter card. It's like we got cursed, is what happened there. That is awful. That is so bad. Meow's Fury is not what we want for this. We don't want extra strikes in the fens. We want to upgrade. I think I'm going to upgrade Bodyguard, because Asti is life. Asti is love. The late shop is nice, but I don't think we'll do this. And yeah, we'll do that elite. But we'll keep doing that. What was the card? Eidolon. It exhausts your hand, and if you exhausted 9 cards, then it does a thing. So it does actually work. If anyone, it does work with the Necrobinder on a Wisp, not a Wisp, a Souls deck. Once you get to like Act 3, you know? Up until then, it's quite questionable. I think I'm just going to do a full defend here. Set up the Bodyguard. Unleash. Block that. Keep Asti nice and healthy. Bodyguard. Strike. Complain that we draw defends on turns where the enemy doesn't attack us, because that's the way it always goes. And then we don't draw defense on the turn where he's going to hit us for 1,000,000, but luckily we do have some lethal, thanks to Aussie being the best. You know what I'm going to take for the borrowed time here? Applying a little bit of Doom to ourselves is fine, and this is a repeated, it's a non-exhaust energy gain. Borrowed time is great. Oh, yeah, we did know that was a shop. So this was Eidolon. This is the card I didn't take. Exhaust your hand. If 9 cards were exhausted this way, gain 1 intangible. Ignore the intangible part, because the intangible is not that impressive. It's fine. Obviously, it's better than not getting anything. The power of this card is exhausting your hand to set up an infinite combo. And there's a couple of good infinite combos you can build with this character, if you want to do that. Mostly with like Wisp combo shit. There's this big Eradicate too, but I'm not sold on that. That's not the way I play. Delay is kind of nice, but I think... Oh, and Calcify is great too if you're going to do a bunch of Aussie attacks. I don't usually do a bunch of Aussie attacks. I mostly just build around doing one big one, you know, with maybe a big Unleash or something. So we're going to get rid of the strikes. Because why would we dang hitting anything ourselves when we have Austie? The best friend anyone can ask for. We'll Bodyguard, defend. I will borrow time to get the full Unleash here. And we're going to do that so we don't take any damage. Or rather, so that Austie doesn't take any damage. The best boy doesn't take any damage. We'll do that so you don't put another slime in our deck. And we will probably defend twice so that Austie doesn't take damage. Then we're going to Bodyguard. We'll strike. And next turn we'll Unleash and probably kill him. Right? What? Yeah, you will kick Countdown. That's just kind of cool. If we had taken the power that made all of Aussie's attack add 4 or 6, I think, when upgraded, Fetch would be a no-brainer here. But we'll take Countdown and slowly build up a little bit of Doom. See if we can get the End is Nigh or whatever it's called. I'm not going to do the Sword of Stone here. I'm going to take the HP loss, take the gold, and that's going to be fine. And then we're going to upgrade... I don't think I need to upgrade Borrowed Time right now. We don't have that many expensive things. So I'm just going to upgrade the Countdown. It's the final... Nope. Don't want to get demonetized. This guy's going to maybe F us up if we get things in a bad order, which we semi kind of did here. It would have been nice to get the Doom Builder for... Oh, I have enough mana for all this. I should have defended. I miscounted how much I was going to have. We'll do that. So he gives us a couple of turns to go, and every card we play, he takes extra damage. You want to play non-damaging cards too, even on turns you attack. This Doom didn't do anything because that gets reset. But Austie's big. We got the little bit of Doom starting to accumulate. And yeah, we're going to be self-dooming ourselves over here, but we kind of gots to. So we're going to do that. We're going to go defend, strike, Unleash for 22. He's going to kill Austie. He might just kill us. I don't think he stops attacking. So 24, 25, that's still lethal. We got to do this, and then he's just going to hit us again anyway. I mean, we've got the Doom being applied, but I think he probably just stops us dead here. Because, yeah, we don't have the kill here. So, it's close. Let's go again. Yeah, we were self-dooming as well. But, I mean, I didn't have much of a choice there. Worst deleting game. That was really early to hit him. I'm just going to remove a strike. Since that is my goal with this character. Let's try this again. Oof. Ascension 9, baby. That is tricky. So either way, well, we could completely avoid an elite, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to skip the campfire. Like, I don't mind elite campfire. That's fine. Probably this route, this shop, and then through these guys. We'll have a little bit more money at the shop. Heal before we go into the elite. Hope we don't get a statue when we don't have enough damage output. Weakened. He's going to kill Austie. You bastard. Summon into Unleash. Into this preserve you a bit. You're not self-buffing. You are going to debuff me. And we don't have lethal. So I'll just make Osti not take damage. And that gone away if we draw 2 strikes this time. Or we can Bodyguard Unleash, or however we want to do it. Next Ethereal... No, these are... This is just skip. I mean, Defile is a pretty powerful attack. Defile could carry us through Act 1 pretty hard. I'm going to want to get rid of it later. But I mean, it's a double strike. Okay, we're going to take Defile just to help us with Act 1. Even though we are ultimately going to want to purge it. Although we've got good ways to self-remove cards over here. Okay, what we're going to do is not take damage, and then we're going to cast our Defile. We'll do it on the one with less hit points so that we can do a stun. Blight Strike. Blight Strike's not a finisher in Doom builds, because it doesn't apply the Doom instantly. Well, it applies the Doom, but it doesn't tick it. So we're just going to go for this, and then that. And finish you off. Really happy for that Defile. Yeah, so Blight Strike applies Doom equal to damage dealt. You need Blight Strike to hit like super mega ultra hard to apply lots of Doom, but that's not... No, I don't think so. An AoE is something we lack. I do like that it has the retain. Again, if I take So, it's just to help with Act 1. I think I'm going to skip. All right, these 2 jerk spaces. How do people prefer to deal with this? Well, I could just not block. 26 damage. Actually, I can just kill him and not block and not take damage. And then maybe block a bunch of this turn. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Osti's got to take a couple points of damage, but no big deal. No more thorns. Keep your health nice and high, and we should just have lethal here. Okay. Okay, delay is excellent. It is expensive, but you do get the energy. Upgrading, you get 2 energy. Delay is really good. But I think I'm going to take Grave Warden because it is good block, and it gets us moving towards a Souls build. Delay would be better in the short term, I think. But Grave Warden is what I actually want later on, and it's still great right now. I don't particularly care for Afterlife. Shroud, no. Scourge, no. Okay, Flatten's excellent early. And can still go to, like, I guess we're going to play a bunch of zero-cost cards over and over as we draw our whole deck over and over and over again. Would a Flatten be better than removing a card right now? Removing a card does increase the chance of getting Unleash and Defile, which is kind of amazeballs. We only have 1 Osti attack in Unleash right now. So the chance that we get Flatten on the same turn that we get our Unleash is actually relatively low at the moment. So I think I'm just going to remove a card. And I think the plan is still removing strikes. All I want to do is get Osti big and beefy. I mean, we can hit people with Defile and then just try to get big bodyguard attacks. The right hand is good with Flatten. You're right about that. If I didn't remove a card, then maybe that could have been some combo. Because there's that, and you're not wrong. When Flatten costs 0, I don't think right hand comes back, though, does it? But I think I'm still not going to do it. What we want to do is we just want to get a Wisp Engine. I don't want the Sword of Stone on this character. I want the money. And then we're going to go here, and I think I'm not going to heal. I'll probably just upgrade the Grave Warden. Or the Defile. Souls doesn't really do much for us yet, because we don't have, like, infinite mana. Like, the extra draw, Soul gives us draw 2, Soul Plus gives us draw 3. The difference isn't going to be that significant right now. The extra block is nice. On the other hand, just smacking quite a bit harder with the Defile is also good. And just, making you big. I'm going to upgrade the Grave Warden. Because the extra block is going to be useful. This guy is such an asshole. Okay, Grave Warden. I'm going to want to play Defile every time it comes up. Because it's really efficient. And if I don't play it, I lose it. And then I'll Bodyguard to take less damage right now. All right, we'll play that. Not exactly what I was looking for. But again, I'll play the Defile, block twice, lose Osti. Can we get the stun off? Not yet. So this is a quasi block. Play the Defile. I mean, right now the block and the bodyguard is exactly the same. Okay, this is the last big attack we're gonna have to deal with because we should be able to stun him out of the thing next time. In for 12, yeah. Well, we need 11. Which we've got just from the Defile by itself. Any chance we can draw some extra attacks here? Or a bodyguard as a setup is fine. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that, we'll do that. We'll do this. And this turn, all he's gonna do is make us vulnerable. All he's gonna do. Which is still pretty bad. This is a terrible turn hand to have on the turn when he's just doing this. Oh man, Ascension 9 is brutal. We keep being way short on the damage, despite grabbing a little bit of damage. So, we're at 23 right now. We just need a tiny bit of something to not die. But, I mean, I'll play the Defile, and then it's just, do I strike? I guess we block and then hope we can kill him maybe next turn. 18's coming in. We got the Unleash. We got the Defile, which isn't enough. We can bodyguard. That's 16. So I need to do both of these to not die. And then we're not doing damage to him. And then he's going to hit harder this turn. Man, it's going to need another goddamn fail? Ah! That's the problem. On these high ascensions, these elites hit so hard, which is why we have to dodge them. Oh! Oh! Is this right? It's also stuck in A9 as well, huh? Well, let's go over to Transform and hope it gives us something that is build enabling. Putrefy is fine. But there's so many of these elites that just kill us if we get there. So many! Nah, I think probably to here. Campfire. Probably skip that elite because he could just kill us. At least we're going to get lots of cards this way. End turn. I'll save the Putrefy for another one. I could have hit him, and I guess I could have vulnerabled him, maybe, and just been like, it's fine for the setup. Like, I really want the weak part more than the vulnerable part. Then hit me for less. Do that. Keep Osti alive. I mean, he was vulnerable. Maybe I could have just gone for a kill, but... that is going to be short, so we'll take nothing. Well, yeah. Take nothing, because Osti will do it, and then we can just kill him next turn. Oops, I didn't actually do that. Okay. Again, Grave Warden as a build-enabling card. Defile as a, this, theoretically, I thought this was going to make Act 1 easy mode. It didn't quite make it easy mode. I'm just going to go Grave Warden. It's more risky. Okay, I'm just going to double block this turn. Keep Osti alive. Putrefy. Strike. That. Take nothing. Of course, again, on the turn where he's not attacking, we don't get attacks. On a turn he is attacking, we're maybe not going to get enough. Can we just kill him? No. I will Unleash, but we don't have lethal, so we'll do that. It's like the RNG on the decks is just conspiring with this order. Souls to hopefully get lethal? Nope. So we'll Grave Warden to take nothing, beef up Osti, and then just set up for the lethal next turn. Here, eat and Unleash. Okay. We don't have anything that costs 2 yet, but a free attack is still nice early on. Wisp is also good in kind of build enabling. I think I'm going to Wisp. We'll open with the Putrefy. I will defend to take nothing, and then Unleash. I mean, we've only would have taken one without the weak anyway, but Bodyguard, do this, and again have a turn where they're not attacking, and we draw too much defense. Take nothing, keep Osti alive. Yeah, no lethal here. Just do this so we can get our, what's it called? Unleash? Big Osti attack. It didn't happen here. Wow, again, we draw all our defense on a turn where he's not attacking. I swear Randy just hates us today. I can leash for 27 though, so I guess we'll just do that. All right. I like Friendship a lot because I don't attack myself. I don't attack, myself. And so I don't care about losing strength. And energy is great, especially when you're drawing your entire deck all the time. Now, the loss of strength is a little bit more painful early here. 2 Nibbits? Is our 4th fight? Really? Oh. I want to try to kill this guy with his increased strength. Which isn't quite going to happen. We'll do this. Accept a hit. 3 strikes can kill him. I think it's Friendship, Grave Warden, Defend. Guard. Hate that he's got the armor I have to get through. We still strike him. And then defend once. At least Oski doesn't die. And we can kill him with just 1 strike if we're not weakened anymore. Well, we got the negative strength is the problem. I can Souls. I guess I can Putrefy you so that the 1 strike will kill you, because you'll be vulnerable. It's a little bit crazy. But there we go. Bodyguard, Grave Warden for the Souls. Okay. Unleash, defend, and then a little baby strike. We really want to purge, because of Friendship, we really want to purge the strengths from our deck, because they're not going to do anything. If you upgrade Souls, it becomes the thing where it stays in your hand. Retained. Which is nice to, like, save it for a turn when you need it. Alright, kill you there. So I'm not a huge fan of Spur in a lot of situations, but it might be good here. It doesn't, I mean, Spur is very poor if Osti's at full health or already dead. I mean, he doesn't ever start the turn dead. He'll start with 1 HP. So he's basically at full health. He's only good if you've managed to embiggen him a little bit, and he's taken some damage. It is nice, and yeah, it's the only thing that heals Osti, as far as I know. But basically, anything that just generates summon is kind of equivalent to a heal. I think we skip this. Because I think I'd rather draw, like, Bodyguard, Unleash, Grave Warden in some combination over and over. Yeah. Yeah. Do I heal? Well, we're getting another campfire. And a normal fight hopefully doesn't kill us, especially if we're a little bit better. So upgrading Friendship, not really a high priority, because it just means losing 1 strength instead of 2. Which, again, is important for the strikes, but we only got the 3 strikes. Making the Bodyguard bigger is kind of nice, because this makes it better than a block. Well, better than an unupgraded block. And it persists, right? This is block you don't lose from turn to turn. It's block that turns into more attack with Unleash, which is really nice. So I think I'll do the Bodyguard upgrade first this time. And yeah, I'm going to dodge the Elite. Because if we get, like, any number of Elites are going to kick our ass. Okay, these are a little annoying with the Slippery. Do I energy pot here so I can Putrefy? which case I'd probably putrefy him because I think it would end up saving us more hits from some of these others. I think I will. Defend. And then an interesting point comes up. I could pop some slipperies, but let's get this one down to lethal range for next turn. We're going to take a bunch of damage here. Now, the Wisp is really good. But first of all, so we kill this guy. Defend with Wisp defend. We're still going to take a little bit of damage. Okay. Bodyguard. We Grave Warden to take no damage. Keep Osti a little bit bigger. Friendship for the rest of the fight. That'll be okay. Okay, the Slippery is annoying. But we're past the tricky part now. Yeah, if I do this, I can pop the Slippery off. Actually, you do more damage. Oh, and I can also kill you in just one card. Pop the Slippery. Kill you with Unleash. Defend twice to take nothing here. Oh. Well under control. It's a little low on attacks. Let's Grave Warden first to put another Souls in. And we're already taking no damage, so the blocks don't matter anymore. But we can just kill him when we draw the Unleash at this point. So there we go. Dex Potion is nice. I don't care for Sikkim. I don't tend to do the, like, Osti plays a million attacks. Because it's like, it's almost, if you're going infinite and playing a million attacks, you've kind of already won. Sikkim just feels like a win harder than anything that really does anything crazy to me. I mean, I might be wrong. And it is an attack by itself, which is nice. But I still think we might just go for a borrowed time here. Although we have some energy generation already. I might just delay this borrowed time. Do I grab the Sikkim? No, I mean, we really don't have the infinite stuff. Do I take the right hand? We don't have anything that returns right hand yet. I kind of feel like this is a skip, even though there's 3 uncommon cards. Sikkim doesn't affect itself, I think. Because I think it attacks first. Yeah, I think we'll skip. And try to hit our critical mass on the Souls generation first. This could be a fight. It would suck to go in with low HP. So let's do this. Although we do have a Dex Potion, which is really nice. Okay, so first time you play this card each combat, gain an energy. Or we could just upgrade a card in our deck. We could go and equip, like, put, say, Wisp with the even more energy. But that might lead to too many things. We could put on a Friendship, because that way, the turn we play Friendship, right, we have to spend an energy to do sort of nothing. And then when the turn we play Friendship, we get that energy back immediately. So it feels like it's a 0-cost card. I might do that. Because I'm definitely not removing Friendship from my deck. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Oh, Meat on the Bone is great. Holy crap. That is a really good relic. I wonder about making Putrefy upgraded and last longer. It'll be great against elite and bosses. Well, I don't need to Wisp this turn. I don't need to Dex Potion. In fact, I literally don't have to play another card. We played one card, and that's our whole useful hand this turn. Why does the game give us such terrible RNG today? All right, Bodyguard would have been great on turn 1. I will Souls now. Yeah, it was unlikely to finish much, but it cycles things a little bit more. I think we want to kill the Shrinker Beetle first because, well, actually, we don't care that much about being shrunk. And if the Fuzzy Worm Crawler is getting stronger and stronger, maybe I should focus on you. The strike damage isn't all that relevant. Maybe we'll do that. And just defend so that Osti saves some HP. What's the meat do? If you're below 50% health at the end of combat, heal 12 HP. It's really nice. Okay, this is actually a terrible turn. But, am I going to attack? I guess I'll have enough to attack. So I will putrefy this target first. Although that might save me a little bit more hit points. I will strike first before I lose more strength. Friendship, which has the so, will give me energy back, and then we'll bodyguard as a quasi-block. Although Asti will die, and we will take damage this turn. And the Dex Potion wasn't going to help there. The Dex Potion could do a lot this turn. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll Dex Potion, Grave Warden, defend, then Unleash Strike, and just bring him a little lower. I want to save it for like an elite fight or the boss. So we'll take exactly 0 damage. And do that. Okay, he's going to buff his strength some more. I'm happy I started hitting the Fuzzy Worm Crawler. I could Grave Warden first to put another soul in. I guess so. I might... No, we didn't hit it. Wow. All right, well, I guess we're doing that and then not using our energy. Wow, these card draws are so bad. That is tragically bad. And then on the big attack turns, we get a lot of other things. Now, this will be fine as long as we can kill this dude this turn. Maybe I should have cast some spells first in case I could have gotten him back. Ah, fuck, yeah, we can't kill him. I think I should have cast the spells first and hope we got him back. That is this. Could you? I mean, we're going to take damage. Oh, that's actually not true. We will take a tiny bit here. There's my Unleash. Okay. Well, he's not attacking this turn, but we're still going to remove him from the picture. Done. Grave Warden. Souls. I was really hoping to get my bodyguard up. Bodyguard there. Defense so he doesn't get shrunk at all. And there's the Unleash. Souls. I was going to say if we can find a bodyguard, and we did. Unleash. Grave Warden. We're already taking no damage. We'll tap him a little bit. All we've got to do... Like, now we've got under control, because we've got enough defense here that he shouldn't get through. Shouldn't. Wow. Well, we're not killing this turn, but that's fine. Because mostly we're just waiting for our Unleash to come up. And that will just be lethal. There it is. Boop. All right. We did get 12 health back because the meat on the bone. Potion of Doom. I'm kind of... Ooh. I don't think we need Parse. Once we get a bunch of Wisps, we're going to be okay. I think I take a second Friendship, which is going to feel like a lot of turns with wasted energy right now. All right, so Clumsy is interesting. We are going to want to remove it at some point. It only gives us a relic, which a lot of times is garbage. I don't really like... Oh, we got meat on the bone. This will actually put us below meat on the bone, which even if we get a perfect fight, we'll still trigger. I'm just going to go for this. Just because the relics are so poor in STS2, even though Clumsy's not that bad of a curse, the relics are so poor. Get the Doom Potion. I'll probably wait for the boss on that one. We're just going to Friendship, Putrefy, defend once. One of the few guys who, like, opens up with an attack. Him and the bird. Well, I guess I'll strike him first. Before we lose our strength. Attacks cost 1 this turn. Okay. So, Grave Warden. Take no damage. And just hit him 1 time. Go, Asti! Still DPSD from 5 ring. It's such a bad relic. Well, we drew all our boring cards, but, you know, I guess not taking any damage is good. I mean, we only dealt 4 damage, but we didn't take damage. It's going to give us another debuff, but we don't have lethal, but we make him bigger. We hit him for 24 because we don't have a card draw. No, we hit him for 24. We hit him for a tiny bit more. We set up the Grave Warden. We don't cast the Wisp. In fact, with the 2 Friendships, purging the Wisp, well, we'll just play it at some point. It's going to be fine. Souls, I mean, we don't have the kill. Okay? Because I can only do 4 damage to him. But we're not going to take any damage. Here. Hit him 1 time. No reason to take the Wisp. Unless I could play it just to remove it from the deck. But it doesn't matter because we draw the Unleash. We finish him. We don't need to borrow time. Now, Invoke... I do love that you can generate, like, massive increasing infinite amounts of energy turn over turn over turn with Invoke. But we have 2 friendships already. Like, it's nice because when you do get your Wisp engine going, you spend 1, you get 3 next turn, and next you can cast it over and over, and it's sort of a little slower on turn 1, but it powers so much. But we're already at 5 energy per turn. And Invoke would make it harder for us in this boss fight. We might end up with an Invoke later, but we're going to skip for now. We're not going to drain power. We don't need the borrowed time, so we're going to skip for now. Well, what I'm going to do... I mean, okay, here's the thing. If I had lots of health and I was not going to heal here anyway, then I would take the lose 3 max HP, upgrade a card, then smith another card. But I think I do want good health for this boss, so I think I'm going to heal, and then I will upgrade a card of my choice at the campfire. Which I think will probably be Grave Warden. Because now we've got enough energy that digging a little deeper with the Souls Plus is actually quite good. And we'll appreciate the big block against this guy sometime. I'm going to play the Doom Potion immediately, just because otherwise I might forget to do it. Friendship. Defend. Defend. And you know what? We're gonna use the Wisp up immediately. We've already got a friendship in play. The other one is the one that's enchanted to give us the energy and everything, which is great. So we want to do that. We want to do that every time. And I think I'll defend to keep Asti as big as possible. And do this. Skip, none of these are souls. It's a good way to think about it. These cards are not souls, therefore why would I want them? Okay, this exhausts anyway, that does that. Okay, so there's no reason that I should wait on the souls. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I'm definitely going to putrefy. We're going to get energy back. So this is free. So I can spend 3. We're going to Grave Warden. We're going to defend. So I'm going to hit him with 1 strike before I lose. Well, we're going to hit him for 1. It's like so meaningless. But technically it's there. And he is going to... He's not going to kill Asti. That's good. Go weak. And then he puts wounds in. This guy's a real asshat. We drew all our block again on a turn where he's not attacking, but we have souls, and therefore it's not a totally wasted turn. But we still have an energy left. Maybe we need fewer defense. Okay, the souls isn't going to shuffle my deck, so I don't have to worry about playing bodyguard first regardless. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure our turn is unchanged here. With this much energy in these cards, our turns are basically autoplay all cards, right? Like this, we're literally just going, yep, block, unleash for real damage. Oh, you got double slippery. Okay, there we go. Then the turn order did matter there. Almost missed that. So yeah, using the strikes to pop the slippery is pretty nice. This is the big attack turn, and we did draw all of our defense, so okay. All right, RNG. That was less annoying. But we really need Asti to get kind of big here, or we're going to have continued... I mean, I know we drew a bunch of wounds, to be fair, but... We really needed another Souls card. Well, it's a little early to, like, be expecting it, but it's still very frustrating. You're not currently slippery. I mean... Oh, I might have wanted bodyguard first, actually, to maybe have a chance to double bodyguard. I think this is not going to work either. Man. That's a lot of wounds. And Asti got reset. It's okay, guys. We drew all our defends on a turn where we're not being attacked again. played this one differently? I'm not sure that there's a save scum that would have gotten us on this one here. Do we need a feel-good run on a lower Ascension level than 9? So I clearly haven't cleared Ascension 9, right? This is rough. Start of elite combats. I mean, we could do more elites. I'm not sure that drawing additional cards right now helps that much. I definitely don't want these. The oyster's tempting here. Draw 2 additional cards. I mean, does guarantee we get a better setup on turn 1. Go back to fighting elites. I mean, there's tough enemies and deadly enemies. It's such a difference. We'll probably just die to elites if we try elites, but let's try it. We'll go back to maximum elites. Maybe the meta is wrong. Like, if we do this, that's not bad. And like this. And then this gives us lots of chances to get cards. The early shop, which is probably just going to be remove a strike. That's a nice turn. 3 strikes turn 1. Love that. Our strikes are a little bit punier. We don't have lethal this turn anyway. Oh, we do damage. That would have been huge on our last go. Dirge is another one. It's very set up, but I want it. Now, there was a big attack there too with the retain, which kind of carries through your early game. You know what? I'm going to take the flatten this time. I do like negative pulse as well, but I'm going to remove a strike. And let's see if we can get another 1 or 2 cheap, like 0 cost cards or something like that for Osti here. A little annoying that we don't have an Osti attack on this turn. So it doesn't matter if I cast flatten or both strikes. They are equivalent. I'm going to defend. Now, I'll do this and then just kill one of these so we take no damage. Almost. Well, we'll do this so we know he dies next turn. He's timed me. So, we definitely want to take him out. And then I want a bodyguard, and then I'm going to Dirge for more summon and start the souls generation. Now, I do feel like Dirge becomes stronger much later. Ooh, that's nice. Unleash. Latin. And I'm not quite dead. Do I want to risk... Oh, there's only 1 in 3 chance I get a strike. No, let's just double defend, take nothing, and kill him next turn, dummy. There we go. Power potion. All right, do we get to Reap this time? Reap is a very Act 1 card. Retain it until it sets you up like you've got a good killing blow option. Pull from below, I don't know. Borrowed time is awfully good. Combos with Dirge. Can enable like an expensive card like Flatten. I think I'll get Borrowed Time. Because again, a little on the greed side. So more setup than immediate. We do this. We do that to keep him tough. And do I just Dirge? I don't know. Sure, you know what? I'll Dirge for 1 instead. Just to give him a little bit more muscle as an investment to the Unleashes. Oh, that's a nice turn. And then, of course, 2 defends on a turn where we're not being attacked. But we did get our 2 big attacks, so, you mean, what are you going to say, right? Dirge is the colorless card, Hidden Gem. Okay, every card with Hidden Gem is insane. Every card with Hidden Gem is insane. I could borrow time for a 4-point Dirge, which is 12, which is just going to balance this out. Mostly it's going to be about adding a lot of souls. Speaking of souls, let's start with that. I think what I want to do is double defend to minimize how much we take. And then I will Borrowed and then Dirge, which maybe the strikes would be better, but it does lead to the bigger Unleash and different things. I don't know. Bodyguard, Unleash, Flatten. Okay. I feel like pull aggro is a little expensive. It does work with the left hand thing. Dredge, I'm not convinced by at all. I mean, you can dredge the flattens. I'm only not convinced on it early when you're short on energy. Later on, it becomes much stronger. You know what? Let's experiment with dredge. I haven't really taken it. Although experimenting is what keeps getting me killed here. Well, unfortunately, I can't dirge first to boost the unleash because it'll eat all my mana. I feel like this guy strengthens himself more. Oh, that's right. And then he starts the strangle move. But you are lower on hit points, and these cards are still very annoying. This is actually a scary fight. I'm tempted to use the power potion. I want to save it for the elite, but I'm tempted to use the power potion here. I think I'm just going to go unleash, flatten, double strike the slime. I don't know if that's lethal. 1931, no. But anything will kill him next time. Or I could dirge for 1. But we won't have enough attacks. Okay, no. So we're going to do that. And then dirge for nothing. Hope we draw our 1 remaining strike. We didn't, but I can dredge. I can dredge the unleash and the flatten to enable the combo. And then I don't think it matters because we're probably going to block. So I'm going to unleash you. Then flatten you for free. And these are exactly equivalent. Strike, strike. Do nothing with the rest. That's annoying. He's going to tighten his constrict. Bodyguard dirge? To just... Osty's still going to die. Although we get Unleash Flatten next turn, which isn't lethal by itself. But this does mitigate some amount of damage. Bodyguard, I'm going to max dirge. I don't know how much the order matters, but I'm going to Unleash first. Do that. We know it draws the Flatten, which is great. Definitely play that. We'll soul some more. I could slime some... No, because I want a bodyguard, and then there's nothing... The slime... I mean, unless it happens to draw... No, which isn't in here. The flatten. So we'll just strike, and then as long as we draw any attack, really, he should be dead. Unleash. That'll do it. Okay. That was a terrifying fight. I do like the countdown as a passive amount of way to generate damage. It's less great on, like, a multi-target fight. But it's good on the boss, and then sets you up for various other Doom combo mechanics. Sculpting Strike is interesting because it let you add Ethereal to something in your hand, and then you just don't play that thing, and then it dies. But we could Rattle. Deal 7 damage, hits an additional time for each other time he has attacked this turn. I mean, even if I'm going for that kind of build, maybe. I think it's too early for Rattle to go nuts. I mean, this is slow. This is slow, but it is passive, right? You cast it once, and then it works for a few turns. Any chance doing another Board Game Nights Battlestar Galactica? Yeah, Board Game Nights would be nice to do some more. Battlestar was great. I don't think this is a skip. I'm just not sure. How much would Rattle do? We could just focus on multi-attack stuff. We've got the Dredge as well to bring back zero-cost cards and maybe do... Feels unnecessary. I feel like mostly what I want is play cards to make Osty bigger. And Rattle doesn't really do that. I think Rattle feels like win more. If I'm already casting 30, attacks or whatever in a turn. Yeah. Okay, we are a little low. Okay, we got the little inky boys. So, turn 1, we mostly need to not take a fuck ton of damage here. Osti's still gonna die. We're still gonna take a little. I could start the countdown, because this might last long enough. I could also go and pop just the slippery off over here. I think I will go and start that. The nice thing, if the Doom keeps landing on something, that we can just ignore it. I'll go up with the slippery of the boss. Oh yeah, that guy here. I don't think we dredge right now. Okay, I can set up for lethal on this guy if I just hit him twice. Once to get rid of the slippery, another time to deal enough damage. He'll die at the end of the turn. However, we're going to take a shit ton of damage. I'm not going to dredge here. I think I'll defend, then strike one time. Now, if the Doom lands on him again, he's already dead. If it doesn't, I'll be a little upset that I didn't clear the slippery, but I think I'm going to do this. It didn't land on him. So I got to do this, pop the slippery, hit him to not die. I can flatten him so he will die, but I'm still going to take lethal here. It's just, again? Anything in here that save us? Probably not. Yes. Oh, wait, no, I miscalculated. I was forgetting. I was seeing that how much this would do, but I forget it's the first attack. So I should have just gone for the flatten on that guy. Well, all right. Actually, I want to do this one again. I don't know that we have it regardless, but I do want to try this one again. Because that turn I could have saved myself if I hadn't gotten misled by like the numbers that were coming in here. I mean, I'm still going to do this. We could just take it. Take that potion, but I don't know, man. Maybe I don't defend this turn, and I just pop one of these defenses, which I didn't do previously. Right, I think I did the extra defend the first turn, but we're so much damage. But this enables me to double tap that guy. Now, I knew the Doom was going to land on him. I guess I could just double defend. Maybe I'll do that instead. Because he's only hitting for 4 anyway, so hitting him early doesn't make that much of a difference. Now we're in a more manageable damage range, although we only drew 1 defend, which is pretty terrible. Borrowed time. Sure, we'll apply 1 Doom for ourselves. Just so I can do this, plus that, so he will at least die at the end of the turn. Okay, so there was a solve, but man! Ascension 9 is so bad! Oh my god. So we can do this and just barely not die. Because if we take 1 more point of damage, we're dead. And I can't borrow time again. But, okay, we've got a few different options here. I don't think that dredge is all that helpful currently. I'll do this so that Osti doesn't take damage either. And then I'll just dirge for him to have a little bit more strength. And he dies next turn regardless. Okay, well, we didn't draw enough defend to not take damage, but we did draw lethal. I'm not going to do another dredge. I'm not going to take any of this, but wow. And then we got an elite to fight, so we have to rest. Ascension 9 is too hard! Oh, fuck. Okay, Power Potion, you've got to give me something God tier here. This is all terrible. We kind of needed, is it Reaper that applies Doom for attack damage? I think lethality is what we have to go here because these won't do anything, so that becomes pretty obvious. I mean, we'll set up the countdown as well. Borrowed time, and then we're going to unload 3 attacks here. For the extra percentage. We've got the fire potion. Oh, this guy's going to kick our ass. Bodyguard setups, and then a single attack dealing the bonus is 50% more. Yeah, it'll be 75% when we upgrade it. I kind of want to dirge for nothing, but at least we do get the 50% on that. If we just hit big once, but we can only take 2 rounds of his attacks. This is awful. Okay, this is a good one for borrowed time. Bodyguard. Defend. I mean, it's too late. We're already dead. No, we're going to survive and he's going to die to Doom. Oh my god, that was close. Oh, wait. He did do lethal. I guess I miscounted. I thought with the block I had enough. Jesus Christ. Oh, I kind of want to go and play easy mode now. Well, let's just shake it up. Let's do the silence only on Ascension 4. Let's try the silent. Now, I really like the Shiv builds on the silent. I feel that they're really good. Here, let's just random Transformer Strike. See what it ends up with. Is it going to be build defining? Okay, let's go early poison. Ooh, I love a late shop. Although, that's got potential. And then here, we do have a couple of different route options. Here... Oh, 2 elites in a row, or... That's tolerable. Early shop, late shop. Like, early shop to maybe... I don't know. Move, it's a little early for removal. Campfire, double upgrade. Ooh, okay. Either way, we get a latest shop. This route can avoid all elites. And honestly, I'm not seeing much of a good reason to go Act 1 elites. We have time to start a new run? Well, we're going to do some. I can't kill with the neutralize here, unfortunately. But I can double strike, neutralize, and then just block. Yeah, there we go. That'll avoid a slime, which I think is probably better right here. And then defend or survive, it doesn't matter. Take no damage. I feel like if you don't get a build defining card early in Act 9, you run that shaft. Maybe. What about triple dip? I guess we'll Noxious Fumes, even though it's not going to add up to that much. We only have to hit him for 8. I can just neutralize and then strike him, and he's going to be dead. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. And he's going to die at the start of his turn. And then I'll Survivor to only take 3 from him, and then prep him for a little bit of damage. Yeah, so, I mean, the Noxious Fumes did something. A little annoyed here because Defend does nothing, but that's fine. And then, yeah, okay. Leg sweep's pretty good. I'm worried about being a little low on the attack. But, I mean, if we are going poisony... Oh, there we go. Waste of energy. Too bad we don't have ice cream. Would have made a lot of these situations way less frustrating. There we go. We take no damage. We tickle him a little bit. We do this. I have to say, I do miss Catalyst, but I really like this gets applied twice now. The poison gets applied twice. That's really nice. We take no damage. Big block turns are less frustrating when you get the passive damage. Yeah, all right. All the sly stuff is actually an insane mechanic. Regardless of which way you're going, I think I'm going to take left. I don't know. regardless which build you're going on the Silent, the Sly stuff is crazy. Hey, potion-shaped rocks! One of the few relics that's actually pretty decent. Is this a shop? Oh, what? Or did the question marks turn to shops? Is this always a shop? I don't think so. I think there was a question mark. Does it change? Oh, it's got a question mark icon! Oh, so this was a question mark that gave us a treasure. This is a question mark that gave us a shop. I didn't actually notice that yet. Now, of course, the game's going to give us all the shiv shit. Fucking accuracy! Oh, hold on. Hang on. Accuracy up my sleeve? Abandon poison? That's so insane. That's, hey. Rip poison build. It's going to be awkward because we do have some extra garbage sitting around. Do I just get accuracy upgraded immediately? We don't have that much shiv generation yet. Actually, I'm wondering if I just upgrade the leg sweep first. Because +1 shivs... If we're going to go shiv, it feels like we should upgrade the shiv stuff as early as possible. I don't know which one's better here. I'm not going to draw that many shiv generations yet. Which is why I'm wondering about just looking at something else that is going to be a good keeper, like leg sweep. Although, leg sweep loses a lot of value if we're doing more cloak and dagger, because we're going to get our block from that instead. Okay, you know what? Upgrading neutralize is kind of fair. We're never not casting neutralize, and making sure there's more turns a week is actually pretty good. You know what? I like it. Okay, well, that's not so bad, because we can start getting the up your sleeve cheaper. We got the rock potion. We want to do that on a turn where we've played a lot of cards. Honestly, this might be a fine turn to do it. We might have a turn where we play more, depending on exactly what combination of cards we draw in. So here what we want to do is just play defend just to get the 10% extra damage. Strike him twice. It's so hard! Right away! I mean, I can neutralize and leg sweep. I mean, then we don't really need the weaks from the neutralize as much. It's just, all it's doing is buying us time. You know what I mean? And then I can also drop an accuracy for when we draw our shiv card again, which is probably the way to do it. I'll do that, do this, do that for a tiny bit more damage because of the order. Try not to die? Oh, the potion didn't get the boost. Oh, it's only from attacks. Okay. I might have to do this and just hope that we can carry it with the shivs doing more damage now. Okay, we did get our upper sleeve. So I want to strike, but I want to strike last. So the first thing I want to do is Survivor for maximum block, acting as a card played. And then we want to play our attacks in the order where the strongest ones get played last. Okay, we possibly have this. The weak is really saving our bacon here because he still doesn't have lethal on us, which is huge. I don't have a kill this turn. But I'm wondering if what we need to do is go all out. I mean, next turn, either we're drawing probably enough damage to kill, or drawing enough defense to not take damage. It's got one turn a week. I don't need to leg sweep for that. I think the deadly poison, because he's going to survive 2 turns, I think it'll effectively end up doing 9 damage. Maybe a defend 1 deadly poison strike? We should have kill next turn. I think we do that. Oh yeah, with the poison, he's already dead. I guess maybe I could have played more passively here. Yeah, so I mean he's already dead, so it doesn't actually matter. Well, we did what we couldn't do with the Necrobinder. Okay, none of these combo with... Well, Expose would work with Poison. It does apply to Vulnerable, and it's free. Actually, we're going to take Expose. Removing the block, removing the artifact, the Vulnerable. Yeah, sure. Okay. Actually, Expose is actually just nice. Yes. All right, we got another potion. Here, I'll just play it because we might not redraw it. Oh, I forgot I got the anchor here. Okay. Isn't attack? Hang on. I kind of wish... 1 second. I forgot I had the anchor. That saves Scummit. Because I don't need to play the defend. Because then what I could do, I could accuracy up my sleeve. And expose still. Hit him super mega hard. Take only 2 damage. Oh, fuck. I could have... Well, I might want to save the potion. It might be acceptable to have taken 2 damage. Except, annoyingly, I don't have a kill here. But we're also not going to take any damage, so that's fine. And then we'll kill him here. Because, yeah, I could have taken not 2 damage, but then, yeah, we wouldn't have this for the next fight. Oh, except I got a good potion. So, well, there's our build-defining card. Fan of Knives. I am a fan of knives. Shivs now hits all enemies. And it gives you 4 shivs instantly as well. So it's not even a slow setup card. It's a hit things now, hit things better forever. I might need to do 2 heals. So upgrading Fan of Knives just gives you 1 extra shiv. It's actually not a huge deal. We are going to want the accuracy upgraded. I guess the order doesn't matter. What if we get an artifact that gives us more XP, or max HP, which means we will heal more in the next campfire. So I'm going to upgrade accuracy now. And yeah, we're going to get rid of the poison stuff. First hand you draw each combat is upgraded. One of the few really strong artifacts in this game. And actually, the anchor is amazing too. So now we got to take a heal. In fact, maybe I should have double healed, but I don't know. And the upgrade's going to be good. A couple of normal fights. What does this guy do? Oh yeah, he summons dudes. I'm going to use my potions. I don't love how low we are. I mean, this is so good on the boss. Okay, maybe I'll save it. Boss elite. It's just so much better. And yeah, the expose doesn't matter because I think vulnerable. Yeah, this is just from attack, so the rock doesn't matter on the timing there. I guess we expose accuracy up my sleeve. Neutralize. Yes, we do get the rock potion every combat. The reason I didn't cast it last combat is because I didn't know I was going to get a potion as a reward, and I wanted to have 2 rock potions for the combat. That's why I was like, oh, I don't have to use it, so I won't. Duplicator is kind of god tier, so I guess we're not getting a rock potion next time. And let's get Blade Dance. Okay, so here's the thing. All the slime mechanics are actually insane. We actually, even, like, regardless of what kind of build we're going on, the slime mechanics are nuts. I'm not sure that I don't know if I want to grab Tactician now. The thing is, Blade Dance isn't that impressive. But it obviously, we already have the accuracy. I think we have to take Blade Dance because it's better now, and we will potentially lose otherwise. This might be our toughest fight, although, ooh, with AoE, and we got Fan of Knives! I can't Fan of Knives and up my sleeve. But I guess that's going to be fine. Oh yeah, and our opening hand is upgraded, so we get the full 5 shivs. Oh, wait, hold on, I don't have enough room in my hand for this. So, you're going to die regardless, actually. And so will you. So, I don't know, I'll strike this one, because you got the most HP. Then up my... Nope. Fan of Knives. Exactly 10 cards in hand. That's going to make things a little easier. Now, I could have duplicated and stuff, but I'm going to save these for a stronger fight, even though it means I'm not getting my rocks. It's true. But that's overkill. It's meaningless. Yeah, vulnerability push when we can skip. Second accuracy? Okay. I choose? Let's just transform a couple of strikes. We don't have a shop. I mean, we don't have much money. There is a shop. I'd probably go to the normal fight then. On the other hand, we haven't removed a card yet. We could remove a strike rather than just transforming it. Gaining max HP is really good. The transform might give us 2 cards we have to remove anyway, or it might give us god tier cards. YOLO. They're fine. Okay, we're gonna go into this fight without a lot of HP. I'm actually still wondering about just going to the shop, just so I can, between this and this, the heal. Because he does hit hard a couple of times. I think I might do this, preserve the hit points. Let's try to actually clear the boss this time. Alright, rest. Immediately power to demise. And then an interesting question becomes, what do we duplicate her? Honestly, probably an accuracy. Probably we want to duplicate our accuracy plus. Yeah, that's what I think. Noxious Fumes, maybe. I mean, it will add up a fair amount of damage. But I think the accuracy. No reason not to cast that. And yeah, I'll Noxious Fumes as a setup. Fan of Knives, because there's no reason not to, and then we can just start chewing off these slippery things. And it gets the power out of my deck, which I don't care to draw later. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We got the upgraded accuracy, so we're going to duplicator it. Weaken you. And then, what doesn't matter. Although this will preserve 2 extra block because of the blur. Blur does make those hands when you just draw all your defense a lot better. Okay. Here, we're probably just going to have to accept the 20, because what I need to do is accuracy and up my sleeve. The value is just too high. Eat the 20, but be, like, dealing so much fracking damage. Hey, there's our expose. I mean, we'll use it. And then we'll do this, and then we'll complain that the rest of our hand is garbage. Things were good. Now I'm looking a little scary here. Okay, well, we want to Blade Dance and hit him for a ton. 20 damage on each one of these. Oh, 30. Oh, okay. That worked out pretty well. I mean, maybe we'll take the card that probably is going to have to be nerfed at some point because it's so fucking good. Maybe we'll take the card that's, like, immensely overpowered. But I think what we'll do is we're probably going to put a pause in the run here. Oh, is A Kiss for Luck not streaming today? Is she not feeling well? Or, oh, is it because of time zone stuff? Let me check the chat over here. No stream today. Okay. You know what, let's keep playing a little bit longer then. What is this lopsided shit? All right, slimy dragon dude, what do you got? Extra energy later. We're not energy dependent. Enchant a card with clone. Oh, this lets you duplicate a card at rest sites. I mean, do we just keep cloning accuracy? So every third turn, presumably, we can get a double block from one card. Third turn energy. I don't know if we have a lot of card draw and need to generate a bunch more stuff. Clones 2, 4, 16. Wait, what? No. What? No. Wait, this is every second turn? Really? Okay, I think I kind of like this. And I've never taken it, so I should investigate how it works. Ooh, 2 elites without a rest is kind of nasty. Right now, I'm kind of tempted by this, with a couple of different options, depending on how much money I've got, and the ability to choose whether I want to hit an elite. I mean, you know, Elite Campfire Elite is definitely an option. much money do I have? Okay, early shop, not the most valuable. I feel like this route is too risky. This is not the map that has the B guy, right? Because B guy screws Shiv decks. This is a different map, or is it always Act 2? Because B guy is like an auto lose for us. So we might have to route away from any elites whatsoever. Right? Do something like this. Do no elites. This is Crab. So, I mean, this is Crab as the end boss, but I don't know what elites are associated with what. Is the problem. Yes, we don't know, yeah. Like, yeah, if I'm going to avoid the elites because Act 2 is where the B guy is, and it is like, it's just an instant free loss if we hit B guy. These guys are annoying, but less so with this particular one. Because you can only hit him from 9 max. What I might do is just, like, poison this guy. Got the 10 block. I'm gonna poison you and expose you. And then, yeah, hit you for 9. And then hit you for 9. And then we still have to hit you twice. Because the potion-shaped rock won't kill him. And making something vulnerable is not very valuable right now. I can kind of see us maybe throwing away the vulnerable potion, though. Or just using it, you know, even if it's not, like, super mega optimal. Earth, I have a pet? With this guy? Oh my god. Ah, there we go. Fan of Knives is going to be wonderful here. So yeah, we Fan of Knives, accuracy still. And you know what? I'm going to use it because that was always the plan. You know what? Let's put it on you because this will make sure you take slightly more damage. Oh, we have a full clear anyway. And yeah, I was just going to get rid of this potion regardless to get 2 rocks. No, Piercing Wheel's actually like a cool spell, but I think the answer is no here. Because it would prevent us from drawing the stuff that actually wins. Okay, so you're going to steal one of our cards. That's fine. Honestly, can you steal Fan of Knives? Because it's not going to be useful against you. I will play both accuracies, so you can't steal it. And then you might steal one of our Shiv Generation cards, which would admittedly be annoying. Would Deadly Poison actually end up doing more damage than Deadly Fumes against this guy? I don't know. Well, Deadly Fumes removes it from the deck anyway. You have swiped up my sleeve, which is vaguely annoying, but... Okay, no, that's actually pretty annoying, because we don't actually have any constant Shiv generation other than that. I can rock you. Because when you're in the air, you take half damage from everything. If I rock you with the passive poison, you guarantee you die next turn. Plus, I get a rock potion back, so... I've really got to pay attention to the block and how it interacts with this thing. That's right. Well, there's the tracking. You're already dead. So we just go and defend, take nothing. Oh, it doesn't matter because you die at the start of your turn. I'm so used to playing with Doom. I'll take the fish oil over the rock. And I do want the up my sleeve back. With this guy, pay attention. Sometimes you don't, you're like, it's not even that important to kill him. Because sometimes you don't want the card back. Because it was a card you took thinking you were going to build one way, and then it wasn't. Like, if you taken one of the poison cards, I would have been like, yeah. I wonder if I don't know. Okay, Acrobatics is part of your build-defining Sly deck. And it's generally going to be helpful for us. And now that I've got it, I can start drafting Sly stuff. Between that and Survivor. Colors cards are interesting. I think we do get to pick from one of 3. I don't think I can skip if I take this, but there's a good chance there's going to be something useful. I mean, we could get the repeat card, the hidden gem. We did not. Every 10 cards you draw gain an energy. I don't know how many cards we draw, but I mean, it is a little bit of passive. If you have no attacks in your hand, draw 2 cards. It is interesting because the Shiv generating cards are not attacks themselves. You know, I think Impatience is actually going to work out a lot for us. Automation counts your draw for turn. Yeah, so basically every other turn you get +1 energy with automation. Oops. Free. It would be great to get automation with impatience. Because I don't have any charge raw now. We could start getting backflips. Oh, we got acrobatics. You know what? Hold on. We might have like part of an engine combo shit thing going on here. Yeah, I think I still like this route. Oh, okay. This guy is an ass butt, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's an ass butt. Well, we're gonna accuracy. We're gonna deadly poison. I mean, acrobatics won't leave me with any mana afterwards. Tell you what, I may as well set up the expose. I will be throwing a rock at him. Honestly, he's a pretty scary hallway fight. You know what? I'm going to fish oil as well. And then we don't have any slide cards. There's no reason for me to do a draw. And we might end up drawing something that will be upset that we're discarding. So yeah. So Tender, whenever you play a card, lose 1 strength and 1 dexterity this turn. He's such an asshole. The Shiv deck is going to have a hard time here. Well, we have to do that, but then, yeah. It's rough. I have to fan of knives and then hit him a bunch. I don't know what would do more damage. Well, we'll probably have to put in a low block. We probably can't actually finish him here. Although, oh, do I want to do the block first? Can I kill him? Each one of these is going to get weaker. Because this one's 13 because of the vulnerable. But then we're going to lose 1 extra strength. So it's what, going to be like 13. Then depending on rounding, it might be 13, 11, 9. I don't know. Depending on how it rounds with this and whatever. But let's be conservative. So that would be 33 damage. Yeah, he wouldn't die. Neither would we. Because if I play all these first, then my defense are going to be really weak. This guy is ready. I think I'll blur first, which means I will do less damage. Look at him. That's cool. And then he's already dead. Literally don't have to do anything. But I could. Okay. Wing Slash. Echoing Slash is really cool. I'm not convinced we need this. We've already got AoE shivs. And if we're killing things with AoE, we're probably already okay. Oh, hey, Wolfman. Yes, I have tried co-op. I've tried co-op with my friends. This game is amazing co-op. I do like Sly. I don't think Flick Flack is worth it. I think I'm going to skip, even though it's a rare card. I think it's a little redundant with our Fan of Knives. Okay, this is going to be tough because of our health here. Man, I need an energy potion. I think I have to tracking Fan of Knives. We're only going to take 6. But we're going to be well set up. Or Fan of Knives. Okay, Fan of Knives Survivor, actually... with the double, well, actually, or any defense cards. Because we will get the double block. Unless we want to save... Ah, fuck, hold on. I was so good about counting this every time. Yeah, we should probably just not take damage. Tracking is really good, but we might not need it. We've got the rock, which might not come up because they're so synced in hit points, and most of our damage is effectively going to be AoEs here. Okay, we've got the neutralize. We've got both accuracies. Let's escape plan first. Oh, yeah, they're not going to get weakened and shit anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, I mean, here, we'll actually just hit you to bring your hit points in line. We'll blur defend to take less damage and just play one of the accuracies, which might be wrong. Maybe I should have played both accuracies. So the exposed doesn't matter. Although part of me is like, let's still just play it to get out of my hand and out of my deck. I think we just... Guys, okay, he's not dead. The automation's not going to do anything for us this turn. Or, sorry, the acrobatics, I mean. So I'll just automation here. We did commit... I mean, I do have the rock potion, but no reason to use it here. Let's save it for the next one. Or we're going to get double block from you. So 15, so we only take one. Because I don't have lethal. Ah! With poison, no, he's got the things anyway. So, like, all these don't do anything. All right, I'm going to hit him with a rock. I could... Okay, if I do this and then say strike him, I only take 1 damage. And I get to save an extra rock. Okay, I guess I'll take 1 damage. But part of me was literally thinking maybe I need to preserve every single hit point. What is this shit? Well, I guess we'll, like, knock off your artifacts. There it is. Okay. This is going to be a skip. Although I love noxious fumes, but we're not actually going poison. Okay, we could get Phantom Blade. I'm not convinced this is critical. It does make the first shift you play every turn deal a lot more damage, and that is nice. But I'm not sure it makes or breaks our deck, and it leads to more setup. I would have loved the Oddly Smooth Stone. I could have bought the Book of 5 Rings. I think we're just going to remove a strike. Clearly need to heal. War Paint. Okay. Up my sleeve upgrade's very nice. We don't have a lot of health. We really want this to hit a strike or defend. Or one of the poison cards would be fine. All right, defend isn't necessarily the dream removal, but it's a lot better than one of our critical cards. Yeah, that is the worst event in the game, by far. I'm not going to lose hit points here. I will take the random relic. Panto! Acceptable. And I'm going to go down this route. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take an upgrade. Fight this guy with the upgrade without a heal. And honestly, if it goes pretty well, we don't even have to heal before the boss because of Panto. Yeah, the extra shiv I don't think is critical. We do have the bellows. It comes up all the time. If anything, what I'll probably want to do is upgrade one of the powers here to guarantee that it's cheap when we draw it. If it was in an opening hand, it was already going to be cheap. But that's going to be the same thing with anything, right? With any card I look at, it's like, but if it was in an opening hand... So probably the automation as soon as possible is better. Although if we end up going hot chocolate and oh no, that hot chocolate is an Act 2 card, so never mind. Three Necrobinder or 3 Ironclad or 3 Regent cards. Am I going to pick from a list? I think I've seen this one, but I don't remember. Honestly, some souls would be pretty nice. Ironclad, block tech. I don't know. Regent. If we get a Forge, we're not that happy. The star shit doesn't work. I don't think we go Regent. Tempted to check Necrobinder. Of course, I'm biased because it's my favorite one. Okay, it can all be skipped. Look at the rare first. Well, Domain's pretty nice. Sacrifice is not helpful for us. And Eidolon, we can... Okay, Eidolon is interesting because we can use it to facilitate an infinite combo with our with Sly stuff and things like that. The problem is, for most of the game, it's just going to sit there and be completely useless. Domain's pretty good, though. An extra energy and an extra card per turn seems pretty good. I could have just skipped for now and checked the other options, too. A little extra energy, maybe. But do we need it now that we've got the other one? Play a card that costs 2 or more energy, gain block. Because most of these are one-shots because of the power. And or get cheaper. I don't think Dance Macabre is really going to do anything. Do we get a borrowed time? Weak is twice as effective. Do they take me more damage? Take the Defy as another weak source. But we already have 2 things that apply weak, because we got the Leg Sweep and, of course, Neutralize. I feel like Defy slows down our deck. Yeah, I don't know how it interacts with tracking, if it makes them get like triple or quadruple damage. I suspect it's only making the regular weak part more effective. I could get rid of like this for another rock potion, but dexterity potion is really good, so no. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're hoping to not have to heal at the camp. I will open with a rock potion. I guess there's no reason not to play Escape Plan every time it comes up. Well, unless there's some weird game mechanic changing things, but there isn't. Deadly Poison. I'm wondering if we just save the Blade Dance. We should just use it right now, because we've got nothing else to do with our mana. But you know what I mean? You could save the Blade Dance until you get the accuracies. Alright, he's Thorny, which is a good setup turn. Domain is nice. I don't think we need it for this. Man, we're going to take a lot of damage here. Got no way to apply weak. I'm thinking our turn might just be Accuracy Blur. Flash Exposed for fun. Although maybe we can just finish him next turn if we do drop the tracking on him. Because the Neutralize is in here. The Leg Sweep is too, although it's harder to do Leg Sweep plus Phantom Knives. Okay, I guess I will Accuracy Tracking and hope we just kill him next turn, because what's 5 block going to give us, or 7? Well... Oh, he's asleep. Gotta remember that. I might have... Yeah, I could Potion first before the Blur, but it's only 2 extra defense. We may as well apply Vulnerable for next turn. Because we might... Oh, that is so much damage. So there goes... We're going to have to heal and do the boss bonus. Okay, well, we'll play that because it's free. We didn't draw the Weaken. Wait, are we just annoyingly dead here? Okay, no, we can defend and not die. Still want to save the potion for the boss. Okay. I mean, Strangle is kind of cool, right? Whenever you play a card this turn, enemy loses HP, which does make your shivs more shivvy. I think we get a second up your sleeve. So we're going to heal here. And then we're going to get another 25 HP from the Pentagram. This guy is an ass butt. And never any reason to not escape plan. Right. And then... I'm not going to be able to change my facing anymore with my shivs. On the other hand, if I do this, we turn to face him? We do. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, my shivs hit everyone now. Wait, they don't hit everyone yet. I was getting confused between my 2/2 casting cost spells, but that's fine. So, yeah, we only want to hit this guy, because otherwise we'll turn around. Plus, he's vulnerable right now, so do that. Save this rock. We want the Neutralize. So we'll tracking, neutralize over here to take a little less. I would love a noxious fumes here, but I think we have to not take some damage. Actually, the defense, well, it doesn't matter with the discard or not. Literally makes no difference. Do that, take less damage. We need the AoE to hit both. This. I can always rock to turn around and face them. Because I'm thinking of dropping the domain as a bit of a setup, but that might be foolish. I think we have to let the domain go. I think I've got to just leg sweep. I could acrobatics first. I'm not sure that does much for us, though. Because... yes, the rock does cause us to turn, which means we will take less damage. So the whole thing with these guys, right, is they do 50% more damage when attacking from behind. So as long as I turn, I'm taking 18 right now, so I'll take presumably 12, if assuming I don't block. So I could cast Domain, I could go and rock him, and then the Domain does set us up very well going forward. Well, I could discard the Domain with the Acrobatics, true, but I don't know that I'm going to want it. I don't think I'm going to be happy drawing it later. I'm wondering, I think I might just Domain, throw a rock at him, and eat the 12. Because then we are in a much stronger position. We've also removed the card from our deck while getting the benefit. It could also be removed by letting it just go away, be ethereal. Okay, well, there we go. We need... okay, I have to hit him to turn this way. Because he won't kill me as long as I turn that way. We're still going to take a lot of damage. I can get a double block from the defend, but not that much. I think I have to... because I want to get the accuracy down. If I Blade Dance, hit him with one Shiv. Well, accuracy, Blade Dance, hit him with one Shiv, then Fan of Knives. I'll be facing this side and doing huge damage with the Shiv. I think we do that. Do this, so we face that way. This Fan of Knives, I will draw exactly 5. It'll be perfect. Oh, do you see still have lethal? What? I was sure he wouldn't kill me here. I guess redo that turn. Let me redo that turn. As it turns out, I was doing the math wrong. I want to repeat everything exactly the same. I'm going to save scum it. Or we could just wrap it up here, because we have gone 30 minutes over. But I'm enjoying this run. I don't want to lose it. I needed the defend, which is where I miscalculated. I know, we did this. We did this. We did this. I think we want to get the Dex Potion going. I'm going to expose him. I think it's basically what I did last time. I'm trying to repeat. I'll keep the Stone Potion until we can find like a kill spot for it. I don't know if this is exactly what I did last time. Right, and then this turn was interesting. Because we want to set up the tracking for sure. And then we want to take less damage from this guy. And then, yeah, it was just, we're going to ignore the Noxious Fumes, even though it was nice. And we'll do this. He's also taking bonus damage right now. This was the Domain turn, which I still thought was fine. Or do we just go and say, let's not take the damage from this guy. And then drop an extra strike, because why not? Lose the Domain. It's probably fine. I mean, I think it also would have been fine just surviving this. Now, I mean, now we will survive, but I might still go and do the defend here. Because we don't have a weak for him. Did we not have some way to generate weak on this guy last time? When this came up? Oh, yes, because we had the extra energy and we had an extra charge draw. So our, no, I don't know, it's not this. Is it some acrobatic stuff, maybe? I don't know. So, I need to turn, which I could just do with the... no, it makes more sense to do it this way regardless. Is this still the... you just eat the 33? to get down the Fan of Knives. I don't see how we win without the Fan of Knives. Oh, it cycled our deck with the acrobatics is what it did. We're going to be sitting at 10. We are going to kill this arm probably this turn. Well, not as hard as I'd like, but we got this plus this. There we go. And then drop that, and then, well, we can't get through this armor, but... Oh, if I'd striked first, I could have gotten into more damage on this guy before he armored up. I want to get this thing getting cheaper, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... I mean, Leg Sweep will give us a crazy amount, or I could just Blur. Oh, maybe I'll just do that then. Because the Blur will carry over because I'm getting the double. I was hoping to, like, cycle as much as possible to carry it over the next turn, but no, it is actually quite important for us to keep hitting him, because we probably have lethal next turn, especially with the rock here. Take double damage from nothing. Well, we can make the weaks extra weakening, so that's good. And then we'll just do that, I guess. Take no damage, and now he should be dead. I mean, yeah, there you go. Okay. Woo-wee! Hate that I had the saves come because I didn't play the defend because I mathed wrong. It's fine because it does exhaust itself, but I mean, we don't really need to prime a bunch of vulnerable. Malaise is amazing. It is really good. I think we've got to get it. Hey, do we want to do... Do we want to do Whispering Earring? I just love it so much. Do it. All right, Vacu. You're going to play my first turn for me. Or rather, it should be wording, Vacu takes over your turn, or something like that. Because it doesn't work with Spinning Top. Because Spinning Top is, if on your turn you have 0 cards in your hand, draw an extra card. Vacu doesn't trigger that. Final Shop here is pretty nice. I mean, I guess there's a similar equivalent over here. Maybe this. We've got tons of stuff we still want to upgrade. We don't have a ton of money, so the double shop might be less than ideal. I don't think we want to do extra elites. Although a double campfire elite single... Ooh, two... No, this would be 2 elite fights in a row. And that too. All right, left branch it is. You got a colorless card potion. Oh, these guys. I thought they showed up earlier. Oh, yeah. Okay. Play my first turn. All right. That's a turn. If I colorless potion, do I get to play it? Oh, let's keep the RNG going because it's hilarious. On the other hand, Rend, hit him for 60. Don't lose some max HP. We got the Rock as well. Which the Rock doesn't need to be played right now. Well, we're going to play out our hand. Just curious, is this going to lead to a kill? Well, with the Rock, probably. Just do that. And I'm not going to play the defend, so sometimes I just play the last card for fun, but I don't want to use Legion. I don't think I need another Blade Dance. We've got 2 up my sleeves. I think we've got all the Shiv generation we really need. Yeah. Follow through. Apply weak. It hits everything, and it can apply weak to all enemies. That could save our bacon. We do have a fair number of skills. Skill into that. Like, everything that generates shivs is a skill. Weak all enemies. The thing is, we've got a pretty good source of weak. Admittedly not an AoE weak. I'm gonna skip. I mean, we obviously want weak. All right, it's trial time. Powerful noble steps forward. You find a note in your pocket indicating that if you decide innocence, you will be handsomely rewarded. The noble barely argues against the corruption charges, and gives you a knowing smirk. Can't stop corruption, but you can pocket some gold. I don't want to add a regret. No, that's a lot of money though. Oh, wow, that is a lot of money. Could even double shop. Probably not. Regret, we'd really have to remove. This is annoying because it doesn't self-purge. No. I'm just going to go here, heal some HP. Guilty! Caca! Okay, a couple of stone potions. Oh, yes, and the autoplay turn. Oh, well, good. Thank you for playing accuracy and then a shit ton of shivs. I'm going to throw a rock because we're obviously going to get another one. I love Vaku. Okay, I'm going to escape plan. But I guess the one thing I'm realizing you might not want to autoplay escape plan every time is because it could trigger this guy. I think we're not playing domain here, which I think is fine. We're going to defend to reduce the damage a little bit. We'll debilitate him, which doesn't make much of... Oh, the debilitate sticks around. Right, that's right. Well, unfortunately, we don't have, what's it called? Tracking yet. I could acrobatics, but I don't think it does much for us. I think what I do is I neutralize Phantom Knives, defend, and then hit him with one stack of melees as well. I think that's fine. Take no damage and possibly kill him this turn, except we didn't draw anything that generates shivs. I'm in a survivor. I'm just trying to decide what else I want to play. Poison might end up leading a little bit more damage than the strike. We don't have lethal even with this. Oh no, that would do 12. That's right, because he is suffering from the weak. That's still not lethal with that. Take a little bit of damage. And then, yeah, just get the kill. So, okay. Shiv. He is weak right now. The Shiv would hit him for 42. If I debilitate him... It does stack! Okay. Again, we have a bunch of discard, but Flick Flack is not the one I want. And I'm not going to take these. Deflect is nice, but no. Let's go question mark here. Can we get a triple cast thing? I guess I'll take the... Because Royal Poison's... Yeah. I'll just lose HP and gain a relic. Venerable Tea Set. Wait, you always get the Venerable Tea Set from this? Or it's random relic, right? Is it not? When you play a skill, it gains Sly. So in the future, when you wrap around... So after you played a skill for the first time, from then point on, if you discard it, it'll get played. Festive Popper is a great early one. It's less good now. Entropy, no. Ultimate Defense, no. Remove a card, very yes. Upgrading this makes it cheaper? Yeah. Oh, Master Planner's got funky potential. Removing a strike, also kind of good. Master Planner makes it that once it's in play, like I acrobatics every time, because there's no reason not to. Because we'll be able to pick some skill to discard. Oh, remove clumsy. It is ethereal. It removes itself after the first time it hits my hand. It still sucks. I kind of want to try Master Planner. I might be dooming myself here. And I'm going to keep the Gambler's Brew. It's probably silly. cheapening domain means we're actually going to play it. I feel like I have to do that. Because I would like it. Lantern, okay. Well, we're going to start some combats with a lot of extra energy. Chant and attack with Corrupted, where it deals 50% more damage. There's no reason for us to do that. We don't have a big beefy attack where 50% more damage is meaningful. Is the only attack we have Strike? Oh, and Debilitate, which doesn't benefit from it. So we're going to choose a card to transform. Now, if the Strike transforms something that's actively harmful, and then Vaku plays it for us, we might be in for a bad day. Oh no. What if he gets Shadow Step as the leftmost card, plays it, discards the hand, then does nothing on turn 1? Well, we'll probably end up removing it over here. Oh, right, Neutralize also an attack. Good point. $27 cards in the deck. Well, maybe we'll get a crazy powerful... Look at all the energy we would have had. All right. If we had ice cream, it might hurt a little less. I'm going to redraw here to hopefully get some more defense. Okay. Jesus. The tracking's not going to do that much on this one either. And we can't apply weak the same way. Acrobatics... maybe, but I'm not convinced. I think I might just like neutralize and leg sweep him, so he will actually get the weak. This will set us up some block. And then just tracking and accuracy just for more setup. We're gonna take a lot of damage. But that was so rude. I can't... Ugh. Okay, well, we are set up for some big fan of knives and up my sleeves. I wonder if we can just finish things here. No, yes. Barely. 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 God damn, Vaku. I am wondering about a backflip. I don't know if it's needed. If it was upgraded... Yeah, I don't think we need it. Rock Potion? We did... Oh yeah, we could have used it to maybe finish one thing up, but we're fine there. Well, shit. All right, this elite is going to come down. What is the Vaku draw? Oh yeah, these assholes. Oh, that was fine. I hate this guy. We got our accuracy setups. We can Shadow Step to preserve cards. It doesn't really matter too much. Like, we need to do this, and we got to punish this guy here. We don't have tracking. Honestly, I don't mind losing those cards. I think I'm just going to leg sweep. We can't kill this guy yet anyways, but it doesn't matter. We'll set up to maybe we can get a tracking for bonus damage after. We'll hit you. I could malaise. Well, it doesn't matter. It exhausts regardless, so. Oh! I don't care about losing these or not, but I do care about not taking 11 damage. Who do we neutralize? Now, our ships are going to hit everyone. Or... No, they're not going to hit everyone. This guy does, like, lead up to do a huge attack. Oh, and he, like, removes my buffs. I guess we'd do him, and he's a little lower. 25. Well, I have the blur, at least. Well, plus the weaken. It'll be a double this... Yeah, right, the 10. Okay, so we only take 5. And he did die. We don't need the domain anymore. Fanonide's a little bit late there, buddy boy. But okay. I mean, we're going to still play it to just get a bunch of shivs. And we might be able to kill him. Yeah, okay. Oh, there more energy on second turn. Second acrobats expertise. We don't need outbreak. What's the thing that makes all our card? Is it a buff? Master Planner. Yeah, we haven't gotten this set up yet. Acrobatics. I'd feel better if we had maybe one of the, like, the sly cards that draws extra cards or gives you extra energy. I mean, this probably will draw more cards than acrobatics, and it doesn't force you to discard. Discard's weirdly okay-ish. I think I want the expertise. We've got... Either way is going to work well with the amount of energy we've got. All right. Infinite Blade, maybe. I think I have to remove Shadow Step. If we get another turn where we turn one, Vaku Shadow Steps us, we have to get rid of Shadow Step. Although, it does combo with, like, if everything becomes Sly, it is actually insane. Should we just leave it in because it's funny? And then put in Infinite Blades? I don't know if the Infinite Blades is that important. It's pretty nice, though. Only one fight left. Let's do it. We're going to have to take some mana. Or some health, is what I mean. And then, yeah, we got the Queen fight. Okay, Noxious. Oh, Malaise. Well, we're going to have no more energy. You Malaise the guy who's going to be attacking early, so that's not too bad. I don't need to use any potions right now. Okay. Right, and then we get limited in how many things we can play from this. Do I expertise here? We got lots of energy. I think we play down the domain. Do I deadly poison? If I do, it's going to be the Queen, because theoretically we're going to get to the point where we're start AoEing. If I deadly poison, we'll draw more cards, but I'll have less energy. I think I'm going to expertise. It's going to draw 4 cards. I think I'm going to call that good enough. Blur Fortify is another interesting play, but there you go. Let's get the... I think accuracy is more important than Infinite Blades. I think we go tracking accuracy. And neither one of these matter. Later on, there is going to be some block generation. I think I just mostly want this out of my hand. Rock Potion, we don't do. Take the 9. Because the idea is we're not going to have to target this guy because he should die to just our ship spam. Like what we're starting here. Probably we want an automation. There's our master plan, so that tech starts to build. You already got like 4 stacks a week. Yeah, so we'll do that. She's not attacking this turn anyway, but that seems fine. Wish we had the ice cream. So be it. think, even though I don't have the... Yeah, I don't have the... Fan and Ice hasn't been played yet. Okay. I'm going to debilitate you so that the weak does more, because you're the only one attacking right now. I'm gonna acrobatics one of the defense, since I can't play them anyway. Okay, I suppose I should acrobatics first then. And none of these have Sly yet. Okay. We get the Fan of Knives set up. Fuck that up, but it could be worse. We're not going to expertise this turn. You have the weak already. Yeah, fuck that up because I didn't get all the shivs I could have. I'm going to play up my sleeve, lowering its cost, and giving it Sly going forward. You know what? I meant to debilitate. I talked about debilitating it, and I completely forgot to do that. So you should have been taking way more damage. Made a lot of mistakes this fight already. A lot of mistakes. I'm still feeling confident, but I've effed up, like, at least 3 different times here. Yeah, well, just Infinite Blades. It means not getting in defense here, but I think it's overall going to be better. You're already weak. She armored, which is a little annoying. But I'm just going to do this, weaken her, so she starts taking bonus damage. Up my sleeve. Drop the poisons. Now she's going to start attacking. And buffing herself. Still don't have any Sly cards. Okay, I don't think we're going to Shadow Step yet, so I think I'll Acrobatics and drop the Shadow Step. Acrobatics itself is Sly, which means if I Shadow Stepped, it would trigger Acrobatics and play that. I could Survivor the Acrobatics. Maybe I'll just do that, rather than Shadow Step. Survivor the Acrobatics, which causes it to be played. Up my sleeve is a Sly card, so I can do that, causing it to be played. Only get 2 shivs, annoyingly. Maybe I should have played this shiv first, as in hindsight. I think I Blade Dance, and then Blur and drop a bunch of defense. Get 4, that's going to be fine, because there's going to be 6... Yeah. Nearly lethal. Okay. Well, despite all the mistakes I made in this fight, we're kind of going to have this one. Do it that way. And then... I mean, there's a bunch of different ways. Okay. Well, it's nice to get a win. And this was a relatively quick run. Where's our timer? Oh, does the timer not show on this screen? It was under an hour. Not my fastest run. Still don't see the time? We still don't see the time? What? Why would you hide the timer and then don't show again? You have to make note of the time before. Enabling the options to always show. Oh. Doesn't it show normally? Like, it shows when you're in a normal fight, right? Yeah. That's weird. 101. Okay, so not slightly shorter than an hour. I thought it was. There we go. Alrighty. My fastest run, I think, is 26 minutes. And I think... Oh, no, it was on the defect. It was on a defect run where I got the glam thing in Act 3, and every turn was just like, I play 30 million orbs and everything just dies. It was great. It was lovely. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. Next live stream is not on Wednesday. Wednesday is my brother's birthday. and we're going bowling in the afternoon, apparently. So I'm going to be away. So no stream on Wednesday. We'll be back on Saturday for who knows? Who knows? Could be more of this. Could be something with Ascension. Could be something very different. I want to go back and like trying some, some one-shot games and things like this. So we will see how it goes. Bum, bum. Have some good bowling. Thanks for the stream. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone who came out. Really appreciate you. See you on Saturday. Bye-bye.